Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the world of Menedegia. This is Power Word Quest Weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition live stream campaign. My name is Alex, and I'll be your dungeon master this evening.
Hi, I am Kieran, and I'll be playing Thaddeus Grimshaw, the human Great Old One warlock.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm playing Aoife Brannan, the wizard shifter.
Hi, I'm Robyn. I'm playing May Tyresis, the Hexblood Zealot Barbarian.
I'm Elliot, and I'm playing Calvus Galadonol, the Eladrin Paladin.
And I'm Lukas, playing Calver, the Air Genasi Order of Scribes Wizard.
Thank you all for tuning in tonight. If this is your first time you've joined us, welcome. We're Power Word Quest. We stream our campaign live on Twitch from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time every Wednesday. You can find us at twitch.tv/powerwordquest.
We also upload our episodes onto YouTube. They are uploaded shortly after the weekly episode, and you can find us at youtube.com/powerwordquest.
And if you prefer podcasts, you can find us on your favourite podcasting platforms, Spotify and Google Play.
All right, now that introductions are complete, let's dive right in and play some D&D. First off, we do a thing here every week where we have our players do a roll to see who does the recap for last session. So with that said, can everyone roll a d20 for me?
Can Chloe roll
Yes.
with disadvantage because I really want to hear the voice.
I mean,
Yeah.
if someone wants to volunteer?
I'll
you know.
volunteer.
Ooh.
Notes. I have notes.
I rolled a critical one.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Got a 16.
Alright, let me just
Alright.
get the mic up close.
Oh wow.
These are you gonna do it?
You all are
Yeah.
rolling really terrible.
We really are. At least we're out the way now.
You
Alright.
want to dive in and save him, Chloe?
Yes. Last episode on Power Word Quest, our heroes gathered in front of campfire. They were very chilly. Cannibalism was discussed. It was very strange. And then our heroes had a little nap. They woke up the next morning, refreshed and ready to go. They were given a mission to steal some Ignite soldier rations in the nearby village/town of Undeer. On our way, we discovered a giant fucking horse. It was scared. Eva tried to pet it, but she forgot she was in wolf form and was pretty scary looking, so it was like, no, fuck off. And then a big night guy appeared with his little wolves. And by little, I mean dire wolves. They were big fucking wolves. I can't remember if they were dire wolves or not. I didn't write it down. But somehow he was able to come back from the dead on his own, using the essence or souls of some of the wolves. And that's where we left it. Tonight on Power Word Quest.
All right. Yeah, as we left off, I'll take us to
And that's what you missed
the
on.
battle scene. Y'all had successfully defeated the wolves. The knight, after bringing himself back to life, after having his head completely cut off by May, kind of fucked off back to where he came from. And there was the refugee that he had been hauling on alongside him, whose corpse now lays beside one of the wolves. And what is everybody doing?
I believe we ended with all of us discussing what the plan would be.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Like what the attack was, attack plan. There was a wee bit of a discussion with, Aoife never seeing an octopus before.
Yeah.
Scary.
So,
terrifying things.
I think we haven't settled on anything, have we?
No, we haven't.
No, we have not.
Alright. So I've been thinking, right? What if May and I we are like we can take a little bit of a hit sometimes, not all the times, but like from my latest discovery, it seems like we can take a bit of a hit. So what if we cause some kind of distraction? You guys are able to sneakily get the prisoners free. The prisoners run out. They distract the people who are attacking us to them. So then everybody is gone. Prisoners are free. The soldiers, whoever they are going after the prisoners, and we can come together again and steal their food.
I mean,
That's
as long as they're out. Let me. Sorry, I forget my accent sometimes. So as long as they're outside of the settlement, it doesn't really matter. As long as we get those soldiers from inside of the settlement to outside of the settlement, that's the main point. So if we are rescuing the prisoners, we need to get them as well outside of that settlement, distract them and pull the soldiers out. We need to pull them away from it. We can't keep on fighting them in there. We need to pull them out.
the prisoners. I assume they want out, but that's a
Yes.
bold assumption, maybe.
Yeah,
I
you know.
think it's a bit of a reckless decision to decide to split us up. I think we'd work better as a unit together, and our primary objective is not to save the prisoners; it's to get the food, and we should really have that.
True,
take
but
precedent.
if we want a distraction, they might be one.
Yes,
A free one that leaves us with our hands free.
my apologies. It seemed with the plan you put forward, I thought you would be the distractions.
We can't.
Oh no, for you to free the prisoners at first.
For the prisoners to
I
then
meant-
be a distraction. Right.
Because I assume the prisoners are within the base.
Mm.
I do have a wife.
Both of your sides in terms of we need the rations, we need the prisoners, etc. Distraction, food, everything we need. And another thing that I would put forward is that I think we should survey the area first.
Yes.
Understand how many of these people we have to fight. Going in blind, I think, would be severe. I
do also
speak
have
for pretty much all of us to say that today is not our last day.
Didn't one of you have an animal?
I do.
When
I
I'm not talking
am
about you,
familiar
Eva.
with
Not. Yes, perhaps they could scan the area.
Yes, I thought that was the plan we agreed upon, just having...
Yeah, I believe
You
so.
all wanted me to turn it into a rat. And I don't think Nimbus would be a massive fan of that, but I could try and talk them into it. But I think
A bird's eye view might be.
might be a...
I forgot
Apologies?
about the music, my bad.
I mean, a rat would be practical, but perhaps a bird's eye view would be also more clear. Whatever you prefer. Sure,
Wouldn't they
Nimbus.
try
I
and
think we'll
shoot
have a-
down the bird?
What's that?
It'd be
they
strange for
try
them
Why,
to
it's a
shoot down
bird.
random bird. Yes.
Yeah, but like, I mean, they have magic, I suppose. I mean, we saw that big guy head off, and then he just put it back on. Like, surely
They are.
they're gonna know that's an odd-looking owl in the sky. That's an odd-looking bird.
There
they're gonna-
is.
But will they not say the same about the rat?
They do.
Well, I think
they
the
are
rat is
magic
more dangerous
hunters.
seeing as it's a settlement. Yes, but seeing as it's a settlement, I'm assuming there will be a pet or two, like a cat, that will go after the rat. Whereas having a bird at a range may be a better suit. Also, I think we should see the settlement first before we have a concrete plan.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Also, if we do end up having to split up, I do have a way to communicate with other people over longer distances.
It's a stealth
share.
mission. We
What
need
is
to
that?
be quiet. We can't shout.
Oh no, and she reaches into underneath her cloak, Her hand goes a wee bit too far into her chest, like it seems as if it kind of keeps on going in, up until about the elbow. You hear an audible snap, like someone's snapping a twig, and she just pulls out what looks to be a slightly damp twig, and anyone want to take it? Aoife.
It's a Nokia.
What just came out of you?
I have a question. Can I, can I roll?
So that's your
perception
eerie
check?
token, correct?
Yeah, that's my eerie token.
Can I roll a perception check, please, to see if this is a snapped rib?
Or yeah.
I'm doing it on D&D Beyond because I do not understand Foundry.
That's fine. Do it
Is
wherever
it
you're.
perception or investigation? No, it would be.
Um,
What would I roll?
I would say perception could tell you whether or not this looks like it's actually a twig. You would need investigation to get more than that, though.
I'm gonna roll an investigation check.
Yeah, you do have good investigations. So.
10. Yay.
10.
Mhm.
It sure looks like a twig, but by God, if it is, where was she keeping it?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Did you just pull? And she has the twig in her hand, I assume.
Yeah.
Where were you keeping this?
And you hear in your head as you're holding it. Where else would I keep a twig? Close to my heart.
All right.
It's only the person who's holding the twig, I assume, is
Yeah.
hearing
Yeah,
that.
it's like telepathy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have more twigs?
So
There's
the
a
way
tree over
eerie
there.
token works is you can only have one up at a time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That
this
is
was
just
the-
in character, I know that, but
This was the thing, like way early back in the campaign. I think this might have been. I know it was before Robyn joined. It might have been even before Elliot joined.
Mhm.
Sunderleft would always just like tooth, because he
remember
was a
that.
hexblood for a while.
Yeah.
So, just as a reminder, from where y'all are at, it's probably still about like 4+ hours worth of trekking to get to the outskirts of the town.
Mhm.
You know that the camp is set up adjacent to the town, not within the town. But you don't have any information on where these prisoners are being kept. So they could
Well-
be in either location, as far as y'all know. Yes.
as out of character, are we robbing the camp or are we robbing the town?
So you have been specifically tasked to steal the provisions from the camp.
Oh, okay.
So we're stealing the provisions, or are we just providing the distraction?
That's right. That's my mistake. You were told that you just need to create a distraction, and that Orin has other people coming in behind y'all that will actually like do the carting
Oh, I forgot
away.
that.
So he did provide you all put a couple of like options for distractions, but it seems y'all have pretty much settled on Prison Break.
It's a break. Woo.
Good series.
Never finished it.
The fuck,
Um,
dude.
Yeah, the season 1 is the best, but it's a
season
good
one
show.
season one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Once they stop being inside of a prison, it gets a little.
Yeah.
It's not much of a prison break.
Well, they do it again in season 4 or season 3.
Oh, do
Either
they?
one.
I
Yeah,
never
yeah,
got
yeah.
that far.
Honestly, no, I think it's
Well,
like
seasons?
every
My
season
God.
that had a prison in it.
Season 3 is the
Anyway.
best season.
All right.
Just a little hint to anyone
Pivoting
watching
back
if they want to watch
to
Prison
the
Break.
world of D&D.
Sponsored.
Yeah, I think we did take a short rest
Yeah,
at the
we
end of
did.
last campaign.
Yeah.
So y'all should be all good to go.
I- I did use one of the benefits of that. I've got a wee note of it. I rolled a
Yeah.
9 on the hit die for the plus to a
Yep.
attack roll. At
Nice.
some point.
So given the time of day it is now, by the time you're reaching the outside of the settlement, it'll be nightfall will just be coming upon you.
Okay. At least we have the blanket of night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aoife would
did-
take-
Y'all would have gotten
And
there
what universe is
earlier,
the
but the short rest and everything made it so now you'll be getting there kind of right as night's falling.
Mm,
That's good. It's dark.
I think Aoife would take the
That begs a good question.
bits of wolf that she had
Mm-hmm.
butchered. I assume that she's tried to make it into some sort of like jerky, and she's
Yeah.
just like passing it out amongst the group.
I will say also, y'all have been tracking how many like rations you have.
Yeah.
7 days.
Okay. I need you to take
think we
it
still
down
have
by
7.
1 after the
Yeah.
short rest.
Okay.
But we also
I'm
got extra
I'm treating
rations, right?
rations as you got some more from the wolf stuff. I'm gonna be treating rations as individual meals rather than being like a day's worth of food.
Cool. Works
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
So whenever you take like a short or long rest, you'll need to use a ration. Okay. Y'all heading off towards the town?
Just as like night falls, I'm gonna turn to Thaddeus and just say, I know that humans often struggle with the dark. Is that something we need to take caution with you, or have you found ways to circumvent that?
It once was. And then he like sort of presses on his book. Like, not anymore.
Amazing. Books are great. So
Say that again.
So as you all pick up to travel, can I get a running order?
I can take up the front.
Aoife
I'll
will
go after.
second.
Or no.
Or
I'll go
after
third.
Calvin.
No, I'll go third. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll take up the rear.
Take up the
Okay.
booty.
So if
I was gonna make a
you're
joke as
taking
well.
up if you're taking up the front leading May, can I get either a perception or survival check from y'all? And then are you all stealthing your way towards the camp, or are you just kind of hiking through the woods?
I think, at least from my perspective, we do it to like a similar degree of what we did last session, where we're more keeping an eye on our surroundings rather than necessarily being stealthy. But then when we do come closer towards the camp, that's when we become a little
Yeah.
bit more stealthy.
I like
And
that.
can I just have everyone roll a perception check as you all
Cool.
travel?
Would you still want a survival check as well?
You can roll either since you're leading the pack.
Cool. Yeah, I'll
Jesus.
take survival. Fuck it.
That 20.
Ooh.
Same.
22. 22. Oh,
25.
nice.
No.
Remember, if you're on D&D Beyond, to press features and traits to activate the Beyond 20 add-on thing.
All right. So as you all make your way towards the town, you sort of keep your wits about you, skirting the edge of the forest as you make your way westwards. Kind of keeping a distance to where you're pretty well concealed by the trees, but can still kind of see out into the area south. You do hear the sounds of wolves in the forest, not too far away. However, you're not able to discern if these are just normal wolves that dwell in the forest, or if they're more of the wolves that you encountered earlier with the armored figure.
What's their like proximity to the camp?
The wolves?
Yeah.
Proximity to the camp? They definitely sound like they're so if you are in the middle, the camp is now starting to be to the south of y'all, and the city as you get closer. The wolves definitely sound like they're north, deeper in the woods.
Okay. But behind us.
Alright, it's best to...
Yeah.
Best to stay away from them, I assume.
Can I see if there's like a pile of mud?
There's mud. It is
Right.
muddy.
I read somewhere that wolves are good at tracking scent and that rubbing mud hides it. So if there's wolves that sound like they're from where we've just been, maybe we should try and hide that scent. Aoife, you know what I'm talking about.
You say
right?
that, and Thaddeus has already covered himself in mud.
Aoife's
Okay.
already covered in the blood of the wolf from before. Girl's looking like Carrie.
Give me one moment.
Now I'm muddy Carrie.
Bloody Mary's ugly sister.
Muddy Gary.
So as you all
She appears in your
kind of-
bathroom mirror.
lights behaving. Oh no.
I just
My
want to
lighting
say,
effects.
so it's out there. Before we actually get into the threshold of the camp, I'll just, if we're at that point, just press to digitate the mud and blood and everything off everyone so they don't look like shit.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
like,
just
I like to think that there's so many layers on May of just blood and mud. It just takes off one layer at a time.
Okay, so
It's
I'm having technical difficulties with my
Oh,
lighting
shit.
effects. So as I
Oh,
show you
no.
this, just kind of pretend it's nighttime and all ambient. But as you all start to get within like sight of the camp, this is what you all start to see. It's kind of set up in the edge of the woods. They've chopped away a clearing down just to along this road to the southwest. You can see kind of the glow from lights.
so we do not want to token with vision.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
fancy.
Or it's all
same.
just blank for us.
Can't see shit.
Figure.
We're all
see shit.
humans without any dark vision.
You should be able to see
We
that.
are. Ah,
Yeah.
Let there be light.
Oh my god.
Pretend it's dark and nighttime though. My
okay.
my all my pretty campfires and stuff are turning off when I make it dark, and I don't know why.
Oh, odd.
Yeah, but
It looks so peaceful. Murder time.
yeah.
Yeah, so
you
wholesome.
do
Let's
see
go,
many soldiers kind of milling about. They all, as you can tell, look very well armed, very well armored. You can see, in piles along the tents and whatnot, just like stacks and stacks and stacks of provisions and the like. Like a year's worth, if not more, worth of provisions, just kind of doing the quick math. Most of them are just kind of milling about. There are sentries posted around the edges of the camps. You see they even have horses and some other livestock stabled up. And there is some traffic going between here and the town. Mostly you see some soldiers and whatnot kind of staggering back with a bit of a drunken gait as they make their way back to camp from the town. But beyond that, you don't see any signs of prisoners being kept or anything like that.
Interesting. There's more than meets the eye here, seems.
Elver, I think it's time to get your book owl out.
So just
Sounds like a good
are
idea.
we like southwest, southeast, like?
So y'all are like northeast, like you're kind of situated
over
in like
here.
the top left corner.
Cool.
And I mean like realistically, since y'all are being pretty cautious and you rolled really well collectively on your perception check, you could stay far enough back in the woods that you really aren't going to be detected in the dark and kind of like circle around, taking a look at the camp, using the night to your advantage, where, you know, everything's lit up and glowing with torches, campfires, lanterns, making it a lot easier for you to see into the camp.
Yeah.
And vice versa, making it very difficult for them to see out of the camp,
Which is
into the
handy.
dark.
It tends to be that, like, when you're in the dark, it's easier to see something else in the dark, but when you're in the light, it's almost impossible to see something to see something in the dark. So we've got a major advantage
Right.
here.
But you can see it isn't like walled or really defended in any way, shape, or form. Like they,
Can I cast detect magic?
Is there a verbal
what
component
is
to
the
that?
range on detect magic?
30 feet?
Yeah, I think it's 30-foot radius.
I'd say from where you all
Circles.
right now, it's not gonna be able to detect anything within the camp.
Can you cast detect magic from your owl? Can
So I can cast touch spells from
Is
my
that a
owl, but
possibility?
then I'm like, so it is what I was going to be doing was like detect magic, but I'd be perceiving through my owl's senses. So would the detect magic like?
I
go
would
over?
allow you detect magic is a spell I would allow you to cast through your familiar. That's something I think I'll probably just rule on a case by case basis.
Alright.
But yeah.
Right. So what's the consensus? Am I using an owl? I think an owl won't get shot down at night.
Depends on how inconspicuous you can make your owl. If the owl is constantly lingering,
Perhaps-
they might become
perhaps it
suspicious.
could just fly over?
Quick
If it just fly over, then you
question.
cast detect magic, and then you fly back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Question to the DM: Are owls like a god animal for any of the gods? Like, there's gods associated with dogs, that sort of thing. Like, would I know that? Like,
there would be like they'd be loosely associated with some of the minor gods underneath Mithri, the god of magic. Like it's more so they're associated with concepts than a specific entity, and just some of those gods happen to
Okay.
also be in line with that same concept, if that makes sense.
yeah. Right. So I'm gonna like sit down cross-legged. Just quick question: Is this because I can only perceive through the senses, or let's see, sensing magic in its way. That's detect magic I'm reading. Sorry, 1 second. 100 feet, I can communicate it with it telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the size of this camp, eyeballing it, about 100 feet, or is it way more than 100 feet?
It's like almost 300 feet from top to bottom,
Awesome.
and then
Cool,
from
so we'll
left
be able to
to
do it.
right, like 250 feet. So it's sizable.
It's
He's
a
a
big book.
chunky boy.
Right.
I have another question as well. Just maybe not for this case entirely, depending on what happens, but also with the future. So I know when Lukas is looking through his familiar, he's blinded and deafened. Would he still be able to hear telepathically?
Yes, I don't think that's something that goes through like your senses.
Cool.
So I'd say yes.
That's handy.
That was a
It
good
is.
question though. Yeah.
Right. Right. I'm going to sit down, cross-legged, and put my book like over my lap. And you see like the drawing of the owl, and I sort of tap it with my middle finger and draw like a circle. And as the circle like appears, magic script sort of pours out the line outward, and then as I complete the circle, it sort of collapses inwards and creates like a vortex, and the owl sort of like flies out and then lands on my shoulder. And then I sort of right. So I can't do the full camp, but I could do a little bit of it. So is there any specific area we should do first?
Perimeter. See if they have anything.
Okay, I can't
Because
do
it
the
does need
perimeter because it's a very big perimeter.
Just
Yeah.
like
Perhaps,
one of the
perhaps-
edges.
Yeah,
I'll do the
perhaps
little
like
corner
the
first.
big tent.
Yes,
Perhaps the big tent.
I second what Calvis.
Okay, so let's position ourselves a little bit closer to that tent then. Right. I will sit down and prepare to do this. Yeah, I sort of just. You see my eyes sort of fill black, inky, as like the owl flies off. And I'm just going to do a similar minor illusion, CCTV-esque thing with my hand, if that's still allowed.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. The little like projection, like
Together, me and
holograph
Thaddeus can be like
thing.
a drone, because he can be like, go left.
Yeah.
All right.
So would you like
So
a perception
as
check?
yeah,
Would that be with
yeah.
Nimbus's perception or mine?
Nimbus is yeah.
Cool. He gets advantage anyways. Excuse me. Okay, and then one more. Excuse me. It's going to be a 16.
Okay.
Pretty decent.
And you're specifically investigating with detect magic, the big tent at the top.
I think it's just a general, like, I detect magic because I want to see if they've got like any magical alarms. Was my main thought, because there's no walls. So like Calver's next thought would be like, there has to be like some form of defense. So it's just getting to see if there's any like wards or
Duration.
You do get faint conjuration and illusion magic detections.
Anywhere specific?
Is it the big tent? Is it the big tent?
The illusion is kind of trailing about the edge of the camp from what you can gather. And the conjuration magic is just kind of blanketed across the whole camp from what you can tell.
And after the owl passes like the threshold of like that illusion vibe, does anything change?
No. However, through Nimbus's hearing, you would be able to hear like one of the sentries like point out and call out. It's like, oh look, an owl. Just kind of like, oh hey guys, look at that owl. Isn't that cool? Type of vibe.
Nimbus
So
will
it
like,
seems like something detected that Nimbus entered the camp, but
okay.
it doesn't seem to have really raised any alarm.
Okay.
You know, they're
As-
very just like, oh, cool, pretty owl. Whoa, look at that. Man, I can't remember the last time I saw an owl. You hear like murmurings like throughout the camp. Is
so
there
with the
anywhere in the
minor
camp you'd
illusion,
like to investigate further?
is there anything up with the big tent? Can Nimbus go like perch nearby it? But also, I quickly with the minor illusion, can I do like a little like this is the camp around its like illusion circle like purple.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
yeah, sure, yeah. Like
Yeah,
you're in,
so
like
they
you're
know.
making like markers on the map to like track
Yeah.
what you've discovered. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. I like that actually.
Okay, thank you.
Whereabouts on the by the big tent are you sending Nimbus?
What looks like a good place to land? What would Nimbus see?
It seems like if you wanted to like look inside of it, there isn't really a good angle. Like the tent flaps are like just barely open at the bottom, and it's very dark in there. So from the light inside the camp area, it's hard to see into it. But there
Can you
doesn't
put
seem to
any,
be like anyone in the camp in the big tent, or if they are, they're not up and about.
Okay.
I could just see this owl just casually walking inside.
You could. You absolutely could.
Yeah, but
I've seen a seagull jumping.
that's where the
over
conjuration
Uh,
hour is coming
crisps,
from,
so go for it.
right?
Um,
I thought it was the other
all
one.
I'll say is it doesn't seem to be where the conjuration is coming from, but you do detect a very strong like energy coming from there, but it's not really specifically tied to a school of magic.
It's energy.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. It needs a vibe
There's not
check.
really anywhere else within range that I can look at, really. Any more points of interest? No.
Thaddeus just like mentally is just like fly over the tables.
Right. I'll fly over the tables. Anything
How
else?
how
Thaddeus?
lower
Like,
are you swooping?
What are you wanting, Thaddeus? Just for me to fly over the tables?
We need to find where the provisions are.
Okay. He's gonna land just by like see the one that was I've not seen an owl in forever. Him specifically. Gonna land by him, right? And then it's just he's gonna like start preening. Like
Okay,
you know,
they
like
just, like,
picking,
They just so you get like a little like group of soldiers, and they're all like they're mostly humans and half elves, and they just kind of like cluster together by keeping a respectful distance. They kind of like crouched out, looking. You see like one guy has like a sketchbook out, and he's like drawn a little sketch of Nimbus.
I just say
As this is happening, though, you do see there's one particular individual who he's dressed in like finer clothes and armor than everyone else, and he
Finer,
actually
did you say,
turns
sorry?
and
Yeah, fine.
makes his way up and into the big tent
okay.
as this is happening.
Just a vague number. How many people have gathered around this one owl?
It's like, again, they're not like surrounding you again.
Yeah.
They're like kind of just together. Probably like 20 feet away. You know, again, keeping a respectful distance because they don't want to spook the owl.
Is there any
Like
scraps?
4 or 5
it's,
people.
Are there any scraps off the table?
Oh, the table's like fucking stacked with all
but
kinds of food.
Is there any scraps off the table? Like anything that's fallen off the wayside?
Yeah, there's like bits of
Cool.
discarded meat, and like other crumbs and whatnot.
Can Nimbus saunter over and just really make a show of I'm really hungry, but I've just got these scraps here. If only there was more food, that sort of thing. If an owl could ever do that.
Just lands with his back towards the soldiers and then just spins its neck.
Make a performance check, but I'll give you advantage on it because you've already captivated this little group.
So, that would just be charisma, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you said with advantage.
Yeah.
Because
You've already got them wrapped around.
-2.
Hound.
God.
Right.
That's the same as the Saurians from last campaign.
There's one.
Actually, no.
That's
Hers was
a
negative
0.
3.
Oh, was it?
I think it was.
It's a 0.
Fuck.
And that's a -1.
Holy shit!
So it's
How
just
did it get worse?
So I'll just say all that happens is just they just don't they don't pick up on what you're trying to do at all. You get a couple of oh my god, look at him eat. He's so cute. But they're not no one's oh my god, go get more no.
Whilst these four are here, any magical weapons?
I mean, nothing crazy, but they've got +1 whatevers,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. I was just curious. Right. It'll fly off.
Perhaps
A
for
tree or
some.
something.
Hold on. Because was the dude who went into the tent? Was he eating something?
I mean, yeah, they're all eaten. They have so much food.
Perhaps
it's
this
the
is,
remnants. It's the remnants of a proper feast on the table. Looking at all this food, all of y'all's stomachs kind of growl with what you've been used to eating. They've got they've got the breads, they've got the soups, they've got the meats, they've got the sides.
They have
got
no
the app.
portion control.
They're just
For real.
they're eating good.
But perhaps this may be a stupid idea. But perhaps you could pretend that you're trying to steal his food while he goes inside the tent, and then you can see what's inside the tent, and then no, don't hit me, and then you fly off.
Does Thaddeus convey this to me because I am deaf?
I sort of
yeah.
look at Calvis and I was like, have you seen an owl before?
And you just tell him.
Owls don't behave like that.
If they're hungry, they can. They're like seagulls, right?
No.
I've only met one. I've only met one seagull in my life. It was crazy. He stole my croissant.
Where'd you get a croissant from in the Feywild?
I'm sorry. What's?
It wasn't in the Feywild. It was the past year.
Oh, okay.
No, the Feywild is just France.
It's just France, yeah.
No, you don't get to do that. No.
So perhaps you.
No, the summer court is France. The winter court is Russia.
Okay, I can.
Yes.
That's where Calvis is from, yeah.
Wait, what would the spring court be?
Spring courts, specifically the wheat place. I forget what it's called. What's it escaping me? Where you could
The
Amsterdam.
Netherlands. It's just
Specifically Amsterdam.
It's
Some
just
Rotterdam architecture.
Just Amsterdam.
Just Amsterdam. Nowhere else in the Netherlands. Just Amsterdam.
Some
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
From all the courts. wanting to try the fey weed.
And the autumn court's just
So
again.
yeah, what's Nimbus doing before we get to URL?
Thaddeus,
that
can
get
you just
conveyed?
say it? Can you at least just say it? Just at least.
Fine,
could you
I relay
perhaps
it, but then I add on the
make a
end. I do not recommend this.
Wait, Thaddeus has
Alright,
never
that's
told us
just an idea.
he can communicate telepathically, has he?
No, I've only ever done it to Calvert.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the duration
Just
on
gives that
detect
vibe.
magic, by the way?
10 minutes.
I believe 10 minutes.
So as you're doing this, deciding what to do, this man, this noble looking figure emerges back out from the tent, and still from the tent is this very powerful, like, magical energy, but now there's like a bit of it coming off this guy too as he leaves and walks by, and he actually makes his way out of the camp into the town.
Yeah, he's just gonna fly. Can I try and fly in with Nimbus?
Fly into the tent. Yeah, you'd have to like land down by like the tent flaps and then walk your way in, but you could go in there.
This is gonna be so cute.
It's just gonna look like owl curiosity. It's gonna land just be like.
So as you
into the
land
tent.
by the tent, your vision through Nimbus and vice versa, the little hologram, starts to get like staticky almost.
I promise I'm not doing this for effect.
Like you could still see Nimbus doesn't seem distressed or anything, but it's definitely like there's just like TV static, across your
Yeah.
vision.
What do I see?
You see there's like crates with their tops off and barrels and all sorts of miscellaneous like containers open, and there's just like the faintest like purple glow emanating out of them, and you feel an overwhelming sense of magic here.
Weird.
Is this purple glow familiar in any way, or
Yes.
It's-
is it
Wait.
Miss?
Mithrite.
The name is just Mithrite. Is it like
Yeah,
liquid
that-
mithrite?
Yeah,
Right.
it's the same faint purple glow that Mithrite gives off.
I always thought it was blue for some reason.
Yeah, same. I pictured it. As
So
well.
the way
Yeah.
it's like, are you familiar with the gemstone Alexandrite, or like depending upon the lighting
Yes.
it in, it either looks more blue or
Oh.
purpley. So in the daylight, it's like that, but in darkness, large enough amounts of it glow faintly purple.
Love how we all have purple in our campaigns.
Yeah,
It's a good color.
It is a good color.
it's
Best
the best color.
It's the best color for, hey, this thing might be potentially like, woo.
Dangerous.
This thing's the best. This is spicy and powerful.
But
and
yeah,
it's the best
yeah,
thing.
you there's like a lot of it here, and you're getting, the staticky, the vision and everything. Is Nimbus like just kind of on the edge of the tent, or has Nimbus walked inside the tent?
Just strutted in.
Yeah, just with confidence.
Just walks in like that.
Sway, honey, sway.
Tail feathers are clapping back and forth.
Yeah, just enters.
Whoa,
further.
it's the
Yeah.
Nimbus
Okay.
2000.
As you
Nimbus comes out
enter, the
owl
vision
there.
grows more and more staticky, and you begin to hear like a buzzing type of sound in your ears as well. You smell and taste that that feeling of like electricity, like there's lightning in the air, that type of sense. And then I do need Nimbus to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, quick question: Is the tent completely empty?
There's
Like
no
people-wise.
there's no one in the tent.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20, please. Yeah, they 8.
So what happens as Nimbus walks in is the vision grows more and more staticky until you can see almost nothing, and then with a jolt, your connection to Nimbus is cut off, and you get kicked back out of seeing through his eyes, and the illusion fades away, and you are back with the others, seeing out of your own eyes.
What happened?
What happened?
Right. So that in that big tent, there's a massive concentration of mithrite, which is it was liquid, right? Or am I making that up?
It's you didn't see any of it. You just kind of saw the glow emanating out the top of containers because you were down on the ground, you know, you couldn't see inside.
I think I know why I thought it was liquid, and I'll tell you about it on the break. But right, yes.
That man
it's
who
not
walked
just
away.
anyone. I have no clue. Don't recognize him.
He walked away on his
but-
own.
Yeah, he seemed to be caked in the mithrite.
He looked important.
The
Should we
what
talk
you
to
could have
him?
gathered is he went in to like take some and
think-
then left.
I think gonna be a bit crazy. There's no one in that tent, and if we go around slightly, we can just enter through the back.
You didn't check the back though, did you?
And you put a weird. Oh shit! Dropped a twig.
Another one.
They just fall out of me. They just fall out.
No, I didn't check
We
the
need to
back.
get you
Oh,
to healer me. They're just falling out.
It's not autumn yet.
But like with the concentration of the
winter.
mithrite, it
Huh?
might be a bit. Mithrite, is it like lethal in high amounts? Like, is it like?
You've never encountered like this much in one place ever. So you wouldn't know.
So
This is like far and
Okay,
away
I don't
the
know.
most you've seen in one spot.
right. So my current thought is either in high amounts mithrite is damaging, or, which seems like the more feasible one, in high amounts mithrite can fuck with magic and make it go wobbly. Because when I had my detect magic on it, it just was a mass of energy. So like maybe it has like a sort of warping effect, like gravity in a way, like you know, event horizons and all that. Maybe.
You're saying a lot.
None of I'm just gonna come out. None of y'all have a fucking
Yeah,
clue. what
I'm
y'all
unsure.
are talking about.
My expertise isn't
I'm
in
theorizing
mithrite.
in
I think an elk out on their own in the middle of winter is really, really stupid. I think we should go talk to him. He's on his own. It's a long walk back to that village.
We don't know how powerful he is.
He looked important.
And someone who can just walk into that concentration.
You did get a sense that he was of like, yeah, authority round the camp.
Authority. Sorry.
Authority.
Bloody hell.
I don't think we should go barking up the wrong tree, but if he walked into there, I don't know, if it is just fucking with bodies, then if he can walk in and walk out unscathed, then I don't think we should want to go fuck with him. But it's not off the table. We need to figure out where they're holding people.
We do. Well, that's
Why did you put a
secondary.
why did you
But
put a weird circle around the camp?
Oh, so I think there's a oopsie daisy someone's here alarm. So it's not going to be easy getting in.
So we're on a time
If
crunch.
we can find the enchantment, we can maybe try, but I'm not too sure. Because as soon as Nimbus flew in, they noticed that he was there.
Could just be this or the
Speaking of,
hour.
I should really try and resummon him at some point. Yeah, they loved him. That was another thing. If I can resummon Nimbus, we can sort of dress him up a bit and maybe put on a little show.
Hmm.
You know, I think that'd be a good distraction.
Like an owl show.
Yes, I mean, yes. Actually, yeah.
A good distraction while we're looking around for
Can
while we're
owls-
going
that-
into the back
that
and then
something that owls can do.
I'm
I've never
honestly
met an
not
owl
too
like that.
sure.
Maybe your
Well-
brick owl's different.
Maybe yes. Maybe yeah. He's just built different.
You can
with
lift, bro.
magic. Right.
Someone needs to clip that.
But yes, I don't know what the plan's going to be if they have a alarm around the entire thing. It means we're on a time crunch. So we can either just bum rush it, or we can think up some carefully formulated plan that will go dicks up real easy.
So
You have an interesting
do
phrase
we-
of words.
Thank you. I struggle.
So do we just as a player, do we all know kind of like what Mithrite does to magic users? Like it kind of like boosts shit up.
So what you all would know is that it is a material component. You would know that in the current age, it is used for anything that has like a gemstone related cost. Meta gaming it's anything that has a gold material cost related to it. And that this has not always been the case. This was a shift with the arrival of Mithrite, or discovery of it, right around the same time that King York fell. The half-elven king came in to rule. You would have heard stories, rumors of magic users accomplishing like great feats by using it. There's a lot of like mysticism and unknown about it, and it's like most people only ever have enough to use as material components. Like this is Lukas, this is like several orders of magnitude above what you've ever seen in one place.
This is essentially a bank vault of like Mithrite.
Yeah, it's you can infer that there was a deposit or something found near here. Question, Elliot?
More towards the group. So I assume we want to get this Mithrite. Is that our plan
I'd
right
love
now?
to.
Optional.
Because I feel like that is not the priority right now.
It's not. It's not. We need food.
But like with this amount of Mithrite, we could get funds and get better rations.
For what?
With that amount of Mithrite, we are bound to have more eyes on us.
Okay, but with that amount of Mithrite, you think of all the magic we could do with it.
I understand, but we have to we have to focus on the people that we have camp, who are relying on us.
I don't know what Mithrite
Thing is,
does,
perhaps
but Mithrite doesn't grow food.
I'm pretty sure.
Perhaps
it
if
can.
we distract,
Maybe.
Impossible.
Perhaps if we go to the
scratching
location with the
surface of
food.
what this shit can do.
I understand,
What's that?
but
perhaps if we go to the location with the food and distract everybody from that, it will lure everybody from the camp as well. So we get the food and then we get the Mithrite. It's like not priority, but we can get it.
well, our job
You
is
get
the
what I mean.
distraction, so others are coming in to grab the food.
Exactly.
possibly
So
grab one.
perhaps we can be
What
like,
the
"Oi,
better
we have
distraction?
Mithrite."
best distraction is going and stealing their mithrite.
That's a fair point.
But you didn't
is-
manage to see
And
too
it-
much inside the tent, correct?
Right, but this is what's happening in my.
Then we got all the
brain.
soldiers.
If I had people coming to my camp to like do whatever they are to cause a distraction, and then prisoners escape or whatever, my first response as a spellcaster and practitioner of magic is to go turn around, grab the mithrite, and cast some uber spells, to stop them. So if yes, Aoife?
The problem is,
This might be like a really stupid idea, but what if can mithrite like explode?
I believe so. Yes.
We don't know.
So
It's all
like,
speculation.
You can use it to cast
So if we went
high level
boom,
fire
and
magic.
it went boom, be like, oh my god, the mithrite, and
has
then
has everybody ever seen mithrite explode? That's
I've
very important.
Seen mithrite in general.
One thing you would know about it, Lucas, is that when mithrite is used to fuel spells, it's typically crystallized, is how it comes. It doesn't necessarily consume the crystal itself, but it drains it. So it like loses all of its color, luster, and power, and you're just kind of left with like what looks almost like a diamond, but isn't. So it's more so it contains power than it is,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I sort of relay that and then to bounce off of it. So since it contains power, you could potentially maybe crack one. I don't know what happens if you do that, if it's sort of the power out or if it the power out. But it's not entirely unreasonable to dictate that. But I don't recommend it with the amount. If it does explode, that would be a catastrophic event.
It might blow up the provisions, and we don't have any
And
other
the
evidence.
town nearby.
Yes, of course, but currently we're focusing on the provisions.
Perhaps we should locate the food first. Perhaps that's priority right now. If we locate the food, we know what the next step is, because we could get the mithrite right now, and then we don't have the food.
I will say, just because I feel like this might have been missed, and that might be on me. When Nimbus did fly over the camp, there's like, you can see like, there's like barrels and crates and sacks and like little piles all over the place. Like the provisions are just kind of
Spread everywhere.
Okay, so
Okay,
it is in the
cool.
camp. That's
like
fair.
they've got
Concentrate
they've
area.
got like so much that it's
Oh.
just everywhere.
It's a case of getting the
so-
guards away from the camp so that
So-
everyone can come in, swarm, leave.
Again, it's not your specific job to cart away the provisions. It's to get the guards away, so that and then send a signal.
I have a hot
so
take.
that
Me.
Because
I
mean,
I
we
have an
could-
idea. You are
Yes.
completely free to disagree. But from my experience delving into ruins and things like this, we need to cover every corner that we can. In this scenario, what we could do is come to the camp in different areas. Maybe one top left, one top right, one bottom left, one bottom right, one through part of the middle. That way, we're not all coming from one area where we can't be shoehorned and crowded, and another way that we can each cause a distraction at separate times, causing the soldiers within to be confused. And then we could profit on that
True.
confusion.
But
But the
as
process
much as
would-
I think that's brilliant, that is entirely splitting the party. So if one's in trouble, nobody is there to help.
It's
So that's
also
my only
splitting the
issue with this.
soldiers.
Furthermore,
Yes, but
true, but still, if someone's in trouble, no one is there to assist them. So perhaps we can split in two groups.
Yes.
to go to May's earlier point, the fancy man. You think if he was in trouble, would the rest of the camp come and try and save him?
Or they know that he's strong enough to fend for himself.
If we take the mithrite off of him, he won't be. I'm
That
hoping.
depends on if he requires the mithrite to be powerful.
And
Also-
as we have seen just now, he might just have stocked up on mithrite and might be
If we
very powerful.
If we assume he's a caster, can cast and wield magic, all we need to do is, and this may be a little harsh,
Break his
Make
hands,
sure
cut
I
out his
can-
tongue.
thank you, and make sure he can't talk. And if he's of a sorceress, yeah, we should be fine. It's just making sure he can't make a sound.
I mean,
So kill
also
him.
to bounce off of your
Sounds like
idea
a plan.
earlier, Calvert, another thing we could do is make a really messy job of trying to steal the mithrite. Make it seem like, oh, we're just a bunch of dumb shits, which I mean, to be fair. That way, kind of bouncing off of your idea of stealing the mithrite, everyone coming around to see that. Oh no! Ah! And then they all kind of chase us off into the woods.
Hmm.
I could get a
Eva,
good
would you
number.
like to say
It could-
something?
I could just rip out the guy's throat if you wanted, and then like have a wee munch of his hands, and then he
I was-
wouldn't be able to cast any spells.
I was
Like,
wanting his
also-
throat or his tongue. Can you take his tongue? I can take the throat.
I mean, if I transform and I'm like
It's-
big wolf mode, it's a bit hard to be specific.
Okay,
know,
you
you
can get the
can
throat.
talk.
I'll get the tongue.
Right. This is a fun conversation.
Yeah, rather odd.
I was thinking we should keep him alive and maybe have him as a prisoner and then interrogate him, maybe?
But how can
Seems
you interrogate
fancy
him if he
and-
doesn't have a tongue? If he can't...
That's why I moved the
Perhaps
tongue
I
down.
feel like we're running out of time.
Aye, the night's getting long.
We need a distraction. What's the easiest distraction and the safest
Distraction
distraction?
easiest, stealing the mithrite.
It's the method of stealing it. Is the concern.
Run around
Going
camp.
through, going through
Alright,
the
so we're grabbing the
Around.
mithrite, we run away into the woods, they come after us, and the rest comes in to steal the food.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, so we can have two people run in, take the mithrite. It's relatively close to the edge of the camp, therefore you don't have to run directly through. Three of us stand back. If things go wrong, we can jump in. But they may underestimate us if there's only two. If all five of us run in and soldiers follow us, they will bring more. If there's only two of us, might provide better cover.
True, we can also cut into the back of the tent, perhaps. So we don't draw any attention. Like, we go around and do the back of the tent. First.
Like the big wolf, and then run around the camp, because I don't think, I mean they like the owl, but I don't think they're gonna like a wolf sniffing around their things. So that could work.
But you'll
That
need
also
to
makes you
lead them
the
out
sole.
of the camp, right?
Yeah, that then makes you
Yeah.
the sole
Great
target.
shot. That puts you at a high risk.
That is
of
going to be
suffering
very
from everyone.
dangerous.
And it's very dangerous. Correct. I think this is my idea. Cut into the back of the tent. Take as much mithrite as we can. Try not to get caught. And hopefully Fancy Pants comes back and is like, "Where's all the mithrite? It got lost, stolen on your watch. Go out and search for it." And then they all go out and search for it because he's big and fancy. And then we're like, "We've got mithrite." Hee hee.
True, but are you sure none of will stay behind?
Some might, but then that's when we go in with the mithrite and just go. That's my fireball.
True. Calvert, how familiar are you with mithrite? How strong do you imagine you'll become with this mithrite? Because I feel like you think you're gonna be this all-powerful wizard. Now, I don't know a lot about mithrite, but I'm afraid it will take some getting used to. It is very cool, don't get me wrong.
Right, but right.
I'd like to see you become a god.
Super. Like,
That's gonna be very epic. But
you got them for later. Right. I still think we should steal the mithrite. I think that's the best distraction
Alright.
because it seems to be very valuable. It's in the biggest tent, and only
True.
one person's
Although-
allowed to go in. It seems, and that person's
perhaps perhaps if we steal the mithrite, one can already walk out. Then someone's gonna be like, perhaps me, hello, I'm in the mithrite tent, and then we run out of the back of the tent.
Wait, why would we get their attention?
Because we need to get them away from the camp.
Get their attention after we've gotten a good amount of the mithrite out.
Exactly.
So that we still right, yes.
Okay, so who's going in the tent?
I will.
People who can carry a lot of
I
mithrite.
volunteered.
Okay, so the
Okay.
blue man group in the tent. Okay.
I think
Sorry?
May should come along as well.
Calvin Klein going into the tent.
No, it's the blue man group. They're both blue.
But why are you
That's
I'm blue,
No.
daboo dee daboo da.
But yes, I
that
think,
is yes.
Blue Swedish Mafia.
how about we go into the tent and figure it out?
All 5 of us.
Right, let's go.
Yes. Okay.
All five.
Yeah, let's just go. Why not?
Well, yeah, if all 5 of us goes in and it's actually an ambush, we take what we want, we run in, then see who chases us.
So we're hinging
I'm a
this
bit tired,
on
so I
against
think I
the
might be a
peg.
bit delirious.
We just slept.
Yes, well, I need more beauty sleep than the most, so.
Yeah. You might need some.
Can't you see that hair takes a lot of beauty sleep? Alright.
Up in the clouds.
So is it gonna be all 5 of us? Are you ready? Alright. Can I try to with a little what kind of weapons do I have? I probably have a dagger, right? Come on. I have anything sharp. So can I try to
I have an invisible mage.
uh,
Cut
into
open
the-
the back of the tent.
Yeah, well, I assume the back of the tent is closed, right?
Yeah.
If not already. Yeah, so
Um,
I'll be like
Yeah, you go to stab at the tent, and before your
Oh, the
knife even makes
alarm.
contact, you just kind of hit an invisible like wall,
great.
a wall of force.
Alright.
So
It
that
is
you-
stuck,
that
alright.
stops
Fucking conjuration.
Alright.
the knife.
Perhaps I feel
Do I hear any movement? Like from when we've tried to stab that?
Nothing out of the ordinary from other just like the people moving about the camp and talking.
This could have just been a twig hitting the tent, well, for all they know.
Question
Yes.
to the DM: is the tent made of cloth, or is it made like what's the tent made of?
Well, apparently it's made out of brick.
hmm.
It's important. It's important for the plan potentially.
It's made of canvas.
Okay. So if it's a canvas tent, that means that there's pegs, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's on like a frame and then also has pegs that hold it down. Yeah.
Can Aoife shift into her more wolf-like form, which is basically it's not the big one on the hind legs, it's just the big
Yeah.
wolf.
Mhm.
And she's gonna see. I've been playing Twilight Princess. She's gonna be she's gonna try and dig under the tent to
Um,
get in.
So again,
Back to
like,
prison
a
break.
couple inches back from the tent, like you start to dig, but there's just this wall this wall of force you can't get past.
We
Okay,
turn
so we
around and
can't
see if
go
there's a
under
wall
it.
of
and we
force
Alright,
can't
can I
behind
go
walk around the
You
tent?
turn
Is it
around, are you seeing
possible
if there's
to
a wall
walk
of force
around?
behind you?
Have
Is that
we
what
just
you
been put in like if we've just been put in a wall of a cube
No.
of force.
So
or something?
basically, what you're experiencing, because your party is smart enough to figure this out, is there is essentially going up, however many feet, a wall of force surrounding the entire camp in lieu of a like actual physical wall.
Oh. We're going around the entire camp.
Yeah. So Nimbus just went like over it before, which is why it wasn't
Oh.
noticed.
Shit.
Interesting.
That poses an issue. And Magic Man
Yeah, we need
is
to...
walked far, far away.
Yeah.
And
We
He's
can go
probably-
after
he's prob-
Magic
He's
Man. We can go
probably
after...
almost at the town by now.
Right.
How long have we been talking? Christ!
We've
Can
been
we go to
talking
the
for a
town?
while.
Yeah, if you want to go to the town.
Wait, I think we should try something.
Want to try?
By all means.
Y'all are the masters
Yeah.
of your own fate.
Climb. Perhaps you can throw me over the wall.
I think you'd have better luck throwing me, no?
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, you're a big guy.
They're lost on me sometimes, sorry.
Don't worry.
I
I could
going
try and
to-
throw you, but I think that would kind of hurt. Do you have
And be
featherfall?
quite loud.
Yes, I do have featherfall actually. It's a genetic tradition. Tradition? It's
Oh,
a genetic
wonderful.
advantage.
Oh.
Question: can air genassis fly? Like, is that something that you can do? I've never met one before.
Or hover.
Can
See,
you,
that's
like-
a really sore spot for me actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine,
I
I just don't want to
didn't-
get into
oh.
it right now.
You get like a wee
Alright.
kind of paw on the shoulder.
That makes me feel better, thank you.
Alright, well, perhaps we should not make you fly then.
Let's just go to the
If
town. It's fine.
that's... Alright. Alright. Anyway. Perhaps, would you still like to try to get inside, or would you like to kill the magic man? Which sounds like a very solid plan for me.
Hold the magic man ransom. We could get the magic man, right? And subdue him. And then bring him to the camp and be like, we'll let your guy go if you give us some scran.
Yes, but then they
I'm afraid they're not gonna do that.
So they wouldn't do that. They'd just be like, "Rrr."
They
They
would-
have enough mithrite to possibly revive him, anyways.
And honestly, I am afraid they wouldn't care that much about him.
Possibly. yeah.
How far
Alright.
away is the village from where we are?
It'd take you maybe 30 minutes to get there.
Because whatever is gonna happen now, even if we create a distraction and nobody can get in, we need to get rid of this wall.
Wait
We
a minute.
need all angles
Wait.
of this plan, and the village, I think, will add extra.
Wait. I've just
Okay,
had
let's
an
go. Thank you.
amazing idea,
Hmm.
and it involves Mr. Fancy.
Thank you, Thaddeus.
Who wants to be rough with him, and who wants to step in and save him and gain his favor?
I volunteer.
Right, who wants to get rough with him? Hands now. Okay, you three. Amazing. Then me and Thaddeus will step in and save him without our magic. Or we can use our magic. I don't know. I think they seek people with magic. So we could play this whole angle with like we're so inspired by the what are they called again?
The Ingonites.
They're
We're so
called bastards.
inspired by the Ingonites that we want to use our magic to help them.
And how does that take the wall down?
We get in the wall by going in with him.
And then how do we get the food?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I think we need to kill this guy.
Oh,
I think diplomacy may be lost on people like this.
Okay.
I appreciate the effort, though.
Let's kill the...
Let's go, Murder.
Galvis just starts walking. He has a mission. He's got something want to kill. He just starts walking towards the town.
Okay, Aoife starts padding along, but she's still talking.
Okay.
Um,
These guys are so
I-
bloodthirsty.
If
I
we
know,
like
it's
kill him
terrifying.
and then
Let's
we
murder some
throw his
fascists.
head, if we throw his head at like the wall of force
Yes.
and give him
Yes.
a chair, right? And then they'll be like, "Oh
That
my
sound-
god, we killed Fancy Man!"
Aye.
But probably use his real name.
True. That sounds...
And
Very
then we throw his dick at the wall as well.
That may be a bit too far, May. I don't
We're gonna
think
throw
that's
everybody
family friendly.
Alright.
No.
If I could direct everyone's attention down to like the bottom left of the map.
Yes.
Uh,
We're so
like I said,
tiny.
We're further away from the camp than this map makes it seem, but I don't have another battle map.
God, the campfire's massive in comparison to us. It's terrifying.
They're like big like
Oh, they're
prop
bonfires.
Bonfires.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah.
I just want to put myself next to it and just see the
Um,
size difference. Oh my god,
y'all
how
are
slow
good-
it is when it's moving.
You're walking.
Yeah, it's because you're walking. Cool. So you guys are just jumping this guy.
I don't know why I'm
No,
fine.
no,
That's
no,
so
wait.
funny.
Can I tap on it? Can I tap on his shoulder and be like, "Do you know the Magic Man?"
I mean, if y'all are like emerging from the woods, he would have definitely like heard and noticed you coming out.
Can
So
we
you're not.
Alright,
you're
can we
not-
alright,
orally say
can
that
we-
we did this stealthily?
Yeah, roll a group stealth check for me.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Never
Oh, it's nice of that,
assume
man.
you have the stealth advantage. Never assume.
23.
Yeah, I got 23 as well.
I got a 14.
You got 14.
As far as a group
Hold
health
on.
check goes, that's not that bad.
Oh, I'm bright.
Is mine coming through? I got the 10 because disadvantage.
No,
oh,
it
it's not
didn't
coming
come.
through. Fucking hell.
Did you say you have disadvantage on
activated?
stealth?
Heavy
Yeah,
armor.
Yeah,
the
because
point.
armor.
Cool.
But I rolled a 10 as lowest.
Okay. Math. Okay, I think collectively as a group, you're able to. I'll say you're able to get the drop on this guy. So what do you do?
I feel like we should attack, right?
Is this Mr. Fancy Pants or is this just a random guy?
No, this is Mr. Fancy
Fancy
Pants.
pants.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Okay.
Like
Mr.
he's wearing
Fancy
like gilded like plate armor. He has a fancy cloak and like a very almost decorative looking long sword on his hip. Yes.
Idea. Right. And this is out of character. What if Aoife pretends, like, because she's still in Wolfie mode, she pretends to be injured on the roads. Oh no, I'm an injured little wolf dog thing. Everyone loves wolf dog things. He goes, oh no.
Aren't
what's
you like
wrong?"
massive?
You look terrifying.
Yeah!
The moment she's on 4 legs, she's like, when she's on 2 legs, she's like that picture I sent, but when she's on 4 legs, think of the werewolves in Twilight. Just big.
Still
big
pretty
feet.
terrifying.
Yeah, they're still fucking terrifying. Bigger than me.
Yeah, well, she's like, I'm injured on the road. And then
This
either
guy's
he
just like-
comes up to finish it off, right? To give the stab, or he's like, oh no, what's wrong? And then we get the jump on him.
Or he just ignores you and walks past.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
or we
they
can
don't
just
see
jump
his
in. I
ankles.
believe we already saved it to stealth check. Didn't
Yeah,
we?
well.
But I do like the idea. If you want to, you can go ahead.
No,
Cool.
I don't want
I'm not
to.
stopping you.
What a
I
stealth
think
check.
I think before we hop into this combat is a good time to take a quick break. Just like 10 minutes, and
Okay.
then we'll kick it off and dive into this combat. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the second half of session. We're about to dive right into some combat. This will be the party's second fight of the campaign, so I'm excited. Can everyone roll initiative for me?
Oh god.
Of
Love
course.
to. No.
Do we have to do anything with like tokens on?
Yeah.
I think I got your tokens set up. Are they good to go for y'all?
We need to tap. Oh yeah, no, that was just for. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
you have
Oh
to.
right,
you,
right,
you do
right.
have
I
to
need
click it.
to. I need to.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it said no token selected when I rolled it.
There we go.
Not showing up, but I rolled a 4.
Where is it we add it to?
The table found.
It should be like the combat tracker. You should be able to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a different tab. But sorry, I was a silly goose.
Yeah, it's the one next to the chat, I believe.
Do you, I was stupid and rolled initiative in D&D Beyond. Do you want me to roll it?
What'd you get? I can put it in manually.
12.
It's
I
there
got a
anyway.
7.
Yeah, it's there already.
It's just no. Oh wait. Oh, is that? Ah.
Yeah,
No. Is it there? It's not for me.
I see it. It's between me and the Calvert,
Yeah,
the roll itself.
but on the combat track. Okay, there we go. It's now.
Yeah,
12.
what did everyone get?
I got 21.
Fucking Christ.
I got 19.
7.
7.
What did Aoife get?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You got a 7, Lucas? Oh, do that. Okay, now let me
Just while
Well,
this
lucky
initiatives get rolled up, I just want to say, I hope everyone here has watched Nocturne, like Castlevania Nocturne. And
Yes.
If they haven't, they should. 'cause
I have
it's
not.
Amazing.
How do
Alright.
we all? How do we all feel about all rocks?
What do you mean?
Chef's
You-
kiss.
It's a character from the thing.
Oh,
So hot.
I don't know. I only lately got introduced to it by a certain someone.
is it on Netflix?
Okay.
Yes.
So y'all did surprise him. So you're all gonna get 1 turn to go before we start at the top of the initiative order again.
Hell fucking yeah.
Amazing.
So, Thaddeus, you're up.
Okay.
It would be really cool if we had an assassin rogue.
Yeah. Shame.
Very situational, but yeah.
Much
Yeah.
sad.
Thaddeus is going to turn to like page 5 in his book, read the incantation, point towards the man, and he speaks in this like eldritch tongue as he casts Tasha's hideous laughter at the man. So let me just pop that in there.
You know, what's the save on that?
A DC 15 Wisdom.
He succeeds.
Damn. Nothing happens. Save or suck.
Yet.
That
Alright,
is
that takes
my
us
turn.
to
Yeah.
Calvis.
All right. Well, I'm close-up combat right now. Oh, that's awful. I'm used to Oscar being at
No,
like
you need
Yeah,
you need
I
to
know.
get
2
in
kilometers
there.
away.
You gotta,
need to
yeah,
get
you
in
gotta
there.
get
All
us
right.
in there.
He's gotta go up to him. He's gotta get him in the vicinity. And he's gonna hit him with his hammer. Surprise, surprise. Could you perhaps move my token? Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Apology accepted.
Thank you. I'm gonna try to hit him.
Go for it.
I don't know if it will... It's not 20!
Huh?
It's not 20.
All right. Roll damage.
It's a 26.
Yeah, roll damage.
2d10 plus 4. That's alright. That's strange how it calculated that. 13. So you
13
can double
damage?
that, and then... Yeah, but I'll also still roll my ice dice.
Yep.
That's a nice one. Then if that doubles, it's a 2.
You've ever been. You want smite?
I want
You
to
crit. You should
Can-
smite.
Smite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use smite.
Smite.
I'm gonna smite.
Smite.
Which is 2d8 extra radiant damage.
So
Let's
it's
see.
4d8.
That's
Which is doubled
sucky.
as well.
That's sad.
Which doubled as well because of the crit.
Yeah.
But
Is it double the
48.
dice or is it double?
I
the
like to do
damage?
double damage for crit.
Okay.
I was
okay, so
surprised.
you roll
so
one, so then
makes
just
it easier.
double it.
Yeah, I roll a sad 4.
8.
So it's 8 damage.
36 damage total.
Pretty hot. Pretty fucking hot,
Yes.
bro.
See, it's
Okay.
pretty cool. It's
I'm gonna
That
pretty
was
cool
that was
even.
like Oscar's average damage at level 17.
Yeah.
Welcome
We're
to
level 3,
Paradise
baby.
Fun.
One word.
Again,
Paladin
this is
crit.
my only. This is a whole new lifestyle.
know.
But that was my first action, I believe. Then I have a bonus action.
Yeah.
Do I not?
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
Got
then
bonus
I'm
action
gonna hit
attack.
him again.
Smack him in the tit.
I'll try. Nah, not gonna. I'm sorry. 8.
Yeah, that misses.
Alright.
You like clock him real good once with a hammer, and you try to like spin around and grab the momentum, get him again. But he's been like moved so much by the first impact that you miss.
Yeah.
All right, that takes it
Slay.
to May because he's surprised and can't take an action.
Cool. So May is going to. Does this let me move things? This let me move things. Yeah, let me move things.
Okay, gotcha.
So 5, 10, 15. Okay, so wait. This is the path I'm taking. So 5. So that's. Wait, no, that would be. So 10, 20, 25, 30 to over here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember where that was totally. Yeah, there. Lovely. So I believe with my 10-foot reach, that's still. He's still within my reach with that?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. I like having reach weapons, it's fun. So. Pardon me. I'm gonna bonus action rage. Get that up and
Yeah.
going. I've still got one more use of that before I need to take a nap. And then I'm gonna bonk him with my glaive.
Yeah.
Give him a little low slashy slash.
Go
Making
for
it reckless. So that's a 22 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20. So that would be a 22 with advantage.
That hits.
Are we
Yay.
okay? Oh, yeah, this is fine. Never mind, I'm being dumb.
Yeah. And so then we do damage. Shall we do this one? So that's 8. That's 10 with the rage damage, and we do a little bit of radiant on that as well. So that's 5. So that's 15 points of damage altogether, I believe.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
All right, Calvert.
So, I would like to. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm just gonna do. Where's the measuring? So the. 25 feet. To there. And I'm going to. Let's see. Is it this spell? I'm going to do Tasha's Mind Whip. Can you make an intelligence saving throw for me, please?
Yeah, I think your mic's a bit far away. Also, you're kind of
Oh,
quiet.
sorry, it's because I was facing this way.
Oh, yeah.
Tasha's
Gotcha.
Mind Whip.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence save, yes, please. Sorry, I
What's
was
your
reading it
DC
on the
on that?
monitor. DC 16.
Pass this.
I think this still got. Is it a saver suck?
Half damage.
It's half damage. Awesome. So I'll put that in. How did it pass on? I rolled such good damage as well. So that's 8 damage.
That's max
6,
damage,
a
isn't it?
4, and a 6. No, I rolled a 6, a 4, and a 6.
Oh, it's 3
Oh, it's turn
dice.
off max. Yeah.
Thought it was
Yeah,
2d8 for some reason.
8 psychic damage.
8. Okay.
Yes. And my bonus action, I can't do much with that, can I? Yeah, that's me.
All right. That takes it to Aoife.
There we go. I was just saying thanks to Lucky for tuning in.
Mhm.
They had to go. Right, so he's there. See the soldier guy, which direction is he facing in right now?
That's alright. He's rotated funny. He's actually facing like westwards.
Never eat shredded wheat. Okay.
That's probably something that Aoife does as well.
Shut up. It's not my fault I can't tell my west from my east sometimes. Leave me alone. Yeah, so she's gonna move. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. How did I delete that? Ah!
Click it and then press delete on the keyboard. There we are.
There we go. I just want to move.
Press the square on the left next to the person icon.
Right. I'm gonna move down here.
Mhm.
Thank God for that. And I'm trying to find the right thing. I'm not just like how Elliot's not used to playing a paladin. I'm not used to playing squishy wizards.
Yeah.
It'll be a learning
Takes
curve
some
for us
getting
all, I
used to,
think.
but
Flash
yeah.
shift
And it's fun.
Yeah.
Me, the
I'm
wizard
gonna
me.
use a long tooth shifting strike, which I think it's well shifted. You can use your elongated fangs to make an unarmed strike as a bonus action, dealing 1d6 plus 1 piercing damage. So here we go. Does a 9 hit?
No. No, it does not.
No, it does not.
It sounded so disappointed.
Yeah.
Not even if he was in his PJs.
Because it's surprise round, do you not have advantage on the attack roll? Or am I being dumb?
I don't think we did that on any of the other attack rolls.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Yeah.
just he does. I think for surprise, it's all he can't take reactions and doesn't get
Oh, okay.
an action this round or turn this round.
Apologies.
Can I use my bonus action to try and intimidate the guy? Just
Oh,
for fun.
how would you like to try to intimidate the guy?
I'm gonna go from being on 4 legs to going on to 2 legs.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hovering over the man in his armor, and just in this rumbled, starving tone, you can even see like the little speckles of drool and blood on their teeth. And
Make an intimidation.
yeah, and they're gonna say, "I will eat your soul and shit it out."
You did not just quote Jennifer's body.
Make that intimidation roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's a 6!
So it's not that you're not scary. It's just that he's too busy getting the shit beat out of him in this moment to catch what you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
He's
You
also
know,
He's
like
seen
West.
Jennifer's
Like
body.
within like the same 6 seconds, he's gonna get hit by
Yeah.
a warhammer. The Tasha's hits him. He gets stabbed in the back by a glaive.
Yeah.
So he's just
al-
like doesn't.
Yeah, he's also
Like,
seen
you're-
the film Jennifer's Body.
He just internally as he's like recoiling from a stab, just like
Megan Fox, is that you?
really, you're fucking quoting that one. And that
best
takes
movie
it
to come
back
out for a
around
generation.
to Thaddeus.
Cool. Thaddeus is going to reach into this man's mind, poke around a little bit as he casts Mind Sliver.
Okay. Is that a save?
Yes, Intelligence 15.
He passes.
Damn it, this guy passes everything.
Smart dude.
Yeah, no,
It's all that
nothing
right.
happens.
It's giving him temp AC points.
Oh no, don't do that.
No, that's
All
me.
right. All right, Calvis, back to you.
Gonna hit it. Let's see. 17?
That does not hit.
Oh shit, okay.
He is wearing
Yeah.
full plate armor,
Yeah.
minus a helmet. So,
Damn.
Gives me an idea what it is.
Well, yeah.
Play armor.
Yeah, bonus action.
yeah, go for it.
20.
That hits.
Dirty 20, of course. Alright. Yeah, let's go for it. A 10. So 14.
Okay.
Plus the d6 is 3. So 17 in total so far. Let's just add a smite, because why the fuck not? I can do that shit now.
Very fun. Paladin best class.
It's again a shit roll, plus 6 in total.
So 23.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, takes it to him. So after he suffers all these attacks and bashes, he manages to get a moment to pull out his long sword. He raises it up above him, shouts out an enchantment, and it begins to glow with magical energy. He brings it back down into a battle stance. And those of you right next to him can hear him mutter, just, "You couldn't have just stayed in the woods."
So, he knew
And
we were in the woods.
Well,
And he's going to make his first attack at Calvis. Does a
alright.
71 hit you.
Alright.
does an 18
Genuinely, it's gonna be
hit?
something like that.
Does an 18
Yeah, it
hit?
does.
Okay.
Yeah, it
so
does.
We're gonna
Quill.
take.
He rolled a 2.
You're gonna take 13 slashing damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
that doesn't
Blast.
yeah, that doesn't sound like the end of the sentence.
No, that's
Where
not the
are my
end.
D8s? There we go. Plus
roll?
1 radiant.
So 18 total.
14,
Or
right?
14 total.
14.
Why did I think that was 17?
So he takes a slash at Calvis, and then using the same momentum spins and takes a slash at Aoife.
No.
Does a 26 hit.
Actually, no. She's a wolf. Yes, of course it has. It's more than double.
You're gonna take 10 slashing damage and 4 radiant damage.
As my reaction, as he's attacking an ally, and he's within my reach, can I sentinel attack on this?
Yeah, you can.
Hell yeah!
Could
Um,
technically May and Calvis both sentinel at the same
Yeah,
time?
I was about to say. Yeah.
I think Elvis's reach.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
he?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Well,
They're
I
up
thought
in
he was
melee.
the ally within-
I'm the only
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Oh wait,
Oh,
is
the
it
only thing is
is it
has to be within
ally?
5 feet.
The
Okay.
ally has to be within 5 feet of you.
That makes sense.
is one of the caveats.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's got the two things: the enemy has to be in reach, and the
Cool.
hit struck enemy has to be within 5 feet of you. So if you were one square over, you could.
Tactical movement next round.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and make that attack.
Can I add reckless to this, or no reckless?
I'll say you can. Yeah.
No worries. So, beep beep beep. Please. Much better. I'm also going to add, so with the way that the plus to hit from our short rest works, so I rolled a plus 9. Would that push it to a nat 20?
That would, yes. If you want to use this on this 19, yes. You got what, a +9?
Yeah.
You could use it right now if you want. I'd personally recommend saving
yeah.
it for something that you would miss on.
Yeah, that's fair. That's no worries. Okay, I won't use that yet. But anyways, so that's a 26 to hit, so we go for a decent
That hits.
one. So that is a 13, so that becomes a 15 with the rage damage, and then we add a 1d6. And that just becomes 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So continuing through with his like little 360 spin, May's too far away for the sword to strike at them, but he is going to take his final swing over at Calvert and does a 30.
A what?
Does a 30 hit?
No, actually. It's stated it doesn't. Yeah, 30 hits.
So you're gonna take 12 slashing and 6 radiant damage for 18 total.
How are wizards looking?
Yeah. No!
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a reason why there's loads of memes about how weak they are, HP wise.
My HP is alright, it's just I was a little bit hurt from before.
We took a short rest.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
That's
I used
something
my
that you
dice
probably...
for a spell slot.
And that'll be.
Yeah, I thought I could only use it for a spell slot.
No, you
or
can do
health.
both.
Yeah, I was dumb. I realized after the short rest and didn't want to be like.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That takes it to May.
We're fucking this dude up. So yeah, reckless again. Please, fuck. Yeah, the highest on that was a 13. So I'm gonna add the +9 to that 13 to make it 20. 13 plus 9, 22.
So it's a crit if you're adding the +9.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Okay, so do I wanna? I'm not hurt. I wanna do that when I'm hurt. Yeah. I'll just do regular schmegular damage. So that is, what was that on the D10?
A 9.
So that would have been a 9 on the D10. So that doubles to 18 plus 5, 23 plus 2,
25.
25, yeah. And then we add the 1d6 of radiant damage.
That crits. So
Yep.
you'll double
And that's
it.
a 5 on the die, so that becomes a 10,
5 damage.
which becomes an 11. Because it adds a 1 plus 1.
Oh, 37 damage then.
Yay. Okay, so that was my first action. I'm going to take my bonus action hit as well.
He's bloodied.
He's bloodied now? Woo! Okay, cool. Reckless again. That's a 19. That's a 25. So that's 9. Okay, I've been being an idiot. While you're raging the first creature, you hit on each of your turns takes a 1d6, so I only get to add that once. I'm sorry, I didn't read that properly the first time. So that's just what it is. So that's just a 9 at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Anything else for you?
No, that's me.
Alright, that takes it to Calvert.
Right, I am going to summon a flaming sphere, but I'm going to do my order of scriptures and make it a psionic sphere. So I like take my book, and you see me sort of just palm a page and sort of twist it as like a dial sort of shifts, and then you see like a little orb sort of diagonally left from the guy, sort of into existence, and it's like this purple pinkish like vibe. I'll go like draw that in. How do I do it? Let's see, circle. Nope, that's incorrect.
Not like a normal circle, more like a freaky circle.
What are you trying to do?
Make a circle for the sphere. Oh god.
It's a snowman.
Amazing.
Where do you want it?
Just down a little bit. Yeah, there. Nope. Here. Yes. And then as a bonus action, wait, just use that spell slot. So let's see. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah. So I'm gonna ram the sphere into the guy, and he needs to make a dex saving throw.
What's the DC?
16.
He passes.
Okay, it's still half damage at least. So 3 points of psychic.
Okay.
And it's just going to remain in that square. And I'm going to stand still.
Okay. Aoife.
Also, could I say that at the end of my turn, I quickly got up into melee range, like got pushed up and closer to him?
Let's find a retcon if you want to do that.
Thank you. Sorry, just wanted to say that.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead and move your token.
Thank you. Okay, I'll get that sorted.
So what I'm gonna do is, still in her hind legs, she's gonna say, "Don't fuck with my friends," and then casts magic missile. Let's see
Okay.
if this actually is. Lovely. How many things does that do?
3 on level 1, I think.
I think it's 3 on level 1 and then 1 above each one.
Per level.
Each level
Yeah,
per level.
yeah, it's a
Did it
d4
roll?
plus 1.
No, it didn't. It's weird. Right. So,
No, yeah, it said you got 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's. Just tell me if I'm doing something wrong. So I rolled 8 damage. If
No,
I'm
that
doing
looks
that
right, yeah.
correctly. Yeah. Rolled 8 damage. Lovely jubbly.
Okay. That takes it to Thaddeus.
Cool. Saving throws don't seem to be doing too well, so he's gonna just move slightly this way.
I am also just rolling really hot on the saving throws. I will say most of them I beat just on the die
Yeah, that's
before his modifier.
He is going to turn to like page 5, and he presses his hand against the book, and like slowly moves his hand out, and like a tentacle kind of like follows him as it like grasps into his hand, and then he throws it as he casts Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And he got a
nasty.
9 to hit.
Yeah, that's welcome to the Oscar
Yeah, I was
experience.
going to say the Eldritch Blast first.
Yeah, fantastic.
Alright.
Have anything as a bonus
Anything
action?
else for you?
Yeah, I would like to telekinetically shove the guy. Can I push it into the flame? Or
Yeah.
no?
No, you can. You can try.
Cool. Yeah, I want to do that. So let me just pop it into thingy. So it's a DC 13 strength check. Don't know why it's.
Ooh. He fails.
Awesome. So I push him 5 feet, so he goes inside the flame.
Will that be another dexterity check against my DC? Or
I think he'll just take the damage since he's being forced into it. If
okay.
you want to roll that.
10 points of psychic.
Okay. All right. Anything else for Thaddeus?
No, I've used my action
uh,
and bonus action. That's fine with
Okay,
me.
That goes to Calvis.
when it gets pushed out of range, it doesn't
Doesn't
get an
proc
opportunity attack, right?
if it's, no, if he's
Okay.
being forcefully moved.
Who looks more fucked up, Eva or Calver?
Like over. Because I have 10 HP because I'm a little wolf girl.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, of course.
Yeah, so I'm good. Don't worry about me.
I'm on 1 hit. I on a scale of 1 to 23.
One rat. One rat.
Let's see. Well, I need to get. Oh wait, I can't move it. Of course, I'm clicking the screen, but I'm clicking in Discord. I would like to get close to Calver.
Like between Calvera and the guy?
Sure, he's heroic. Why not?
Calvera behind Calvera.
Yeah. And he'll do lay on hands.
Okay. How much you doing that for?
Let's see. That's like. Let's get you back to 10 HP at least.
Oh, thank you.
So that's 9.
Thank you.
Of course. How will I flavor this? Basically, he touches your shoulder, and from his hand, you get like this little bit of frost goes across your skin that gives you like goosebumps, and it like seeps into your skin, glows a little, and then suddenly you feel a bit better.
Ooh.
All right.
Frost right.
Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'll hit it with my bonus action.
Okay.
$21.
That would hit, but he's going to use his reaction to parry it.
Oh.
Like a pussy.
Oh. We got a battle master wizard over here.
All right. With a growl of frustration, he's gonna step out of the orb, and take another swing at Calver.
No!
A
My boy just got healed.
As a 19 hit.
Yeah, and then my AC with shield it would still hit, so yeah.
Okay, that's going to be 7 points of slashing, 3 radiant.
So I'm down.
Okay. He just rams his sword through you, and you fall back down to the ground.
I'm gonna use my reaction to. Actually, yeah, no, I can't do that to stop his movement. I'm gonna use my reaction to smack him.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
can I do that as well?
Yeah, you can both.
I believe so.
Calvus, you go first.
I don't think it's gonna hit 12.
The sphere will disappear too.
It served its purpose.
I will. Recklessness.
Come on, May, get him.
I don't think that's gonna hit a 16.
No.
No. Yep. That's shit. Tits.
What was your attack, Calvis? Are you making an opportunity attack? Or sentinel attack? Elliot,
Sorry, what?
are you making a
Was reading the
sentinel
chat.
attack?
I already did. I didn't hit. The 12. I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay, got. Sorry, I just missed that. All right. Turning to Calvis, he's just kind of like grumbling with frustration. He once again raises his sword above his hand, saying an enchantment. And purple crackling energy sheets the blade before he strikes down at Calvis. Oh, I'm sorry.
Two
That's
men
funny.
down. Two men down.
I just crit
That's
you.
funny. That's
So
funny.
you're gonna take. Okay, I rolled poorly enough. So, 6 slashing, 6 radiant, and then
Oh, there's more.
yeah, there's more.
Well, I'll be down anyway. I think. Yeah, I'll be down.
And then
Did you say purple
26
energy?
psychic damage.
Sorry, how much?
26 psychic damage. So you're taking 38 points of damage.
I'm at
total.
19 hit points, so I'll be down anyway. The first.
Cool. And then with his last attack, because he gets 3, he's gonna swing at Calvis again, who's down. What's your AC?
What did you roll? It's 16.
He just barely misses. And that's only because I give ties to players.
That laugh was like nervous.
If we were doing meets it beats it, he would have hit
Both the
you.
cows.
And that takes it to May.
I think May sees her going for people while they're down.
Mm-hmm.
She's it's kind of hot, so so she's gonna just go in for 2 attacks. Yeah, reckless. So let's do this. Why did that? Okay. 25 for the first one. I'll roll again for the second. That's a 22. And then a 22 for the second.
Yeah, those both hit.
Cool, lovely. So yeah, she's gonna. Okay, so 1d10 plus 5. Okay, so that's 15 plus the 1d6. So that's 15 plus 6. That's 21 so far, and 21 plus 13 is 34 points of damage in total.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, because I saw someone bring it up in the chat, I don't do the like double your if it goes like past your max HP negative, you just insta die at my table.
That's
It's
only a
saving
house
throw.
roll anyway.
Yeah.
House roll. It's not rules as written.
Yeah. I just saw it got brought up in chat, so
Yeah.
don't worry. That takes it to Calvert. So since this is the first time we're doing death saves, this is how we're going to do this for this campaign. I want you to roll it with a physical dice and
Okay, I'll
DM me
need to
the
grab
result.
Okay, I'll need to go grab one quickly.
Or if you want to do it just in a way, if you have a way to do it that just won't go to the rest of the party.
You can
It's
toggle
fine.
whisper.
I can just shoot Adam a text and he can go bring one through.
You can also Google, literally, if you type in on Google 1d20, it will roll.
Physical feels more.
No one trusts Google.
However you want to do it. I always like to do death saves with physical dice.
That's fair.
However, this is going to be
Adam should be listening, so
Adam.
This is going to be a roll that's just between you and me.
yes. Right, give me a second.
Yeah, I saw that, Kieran. I don't know if anyone.
It says
I'll see.
the custom roll to DM.
Yeah, that's what it
so
says.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
How odd.
Yeah, I see it as well.
That's really weird. They toggled it to DM.
We're all DMs. This is the thing.
To be fair, it was on D&D Beyond, so that might be the reason.
Oh, yeah, that might be why.
So how are we feeling?
Kira, did you say you had a theory on what this stat block is?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I know it's scary.
Yeah, the fun part is I'm not using the
Okay.
really scary shit on the stat sheet.
Yeah. I did know, like,
Sure.
right from the off that this guy was going to be really strong.
Yeah. Okay,
Wait,
go
the
for it.
fa-
Yeah, just DM me the result.
The
Okay.
fairy cum dice.
The what, sorry?
It's a glitter core dice, but it looks like fairy cum.
And you've seen that where? You
Many mystical places I have traveled to.
might see it in the Drakenheim campaign if things get a bit too crazy.
God, no.
Because one of the players, as in Elliot, is playing a fairy.
No, 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 no.
All right. That takes it to Aoife.
You've heard the cum jar. Have you heard of the cum dice?
Come dice with me.
Sorry.
It comes up.
With a little character
Yeah.
miniature inside.
Right. So I think Aoife, seeing that her fellow book club member is down, and Calvis is down as well. How's this guy looking?
How's this guy looking? He's bloodied. He's got like gashes, and there are places where his armor has been like rent open by the blows he suffered. He looks pissed off.
Okay, so it's time to bring out the big boy spells. Got it. Let's see. How does that? Okay. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level. So let me know. I think it's 3.
Mhm.
3. So I'll roll 3 times, and then you'll let me know if they hit, and then we can roll damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 25. That was a nat 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, nat 20. Nice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
A scorching slay.
A 10, which misses probably.
Yeah.
And oh, lovely, a 3, which
Okay.
means it's 8.
Well, I guess you get to double the damage on the first one, so it's like 2 hit.
Unless you rolled really low.
Yeah, unless you roll shit on the damage. But
12 damage.
12 damage.
It's not
12
too bad.
damage. And then for what's the rule for spells and bonus actions?
If the casting time is 1 bonus action, you can cast it. I don't do the only like 1 level spell per turn.
There's not too many spells at the level that we're at, which are bonus actions, though.
Yeah, it'll be more relevant later on than it
Yeah.
is right now. But yeah.
Yeah, as okay, as a bonus action, then I'll do another long-toothed shifting strike. I'm within 5 feet, aren't I? Oh no, I'm not within 5
Yeah,
feet.
you'll have to move around.
I'll
but you
have
can
to
do that.
move. God damn it. No, I'm joking. I'll move around to here. And then Is that flanking? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Can't flank with a dead body.
You can't. Well, he's not
If you
dead
went
yet.
if you went down one more, then you would. Oh wait, no, you can't flank with. Yeah, but you can go like two squares further down.
Crumpled on the ground unconscious.
Yeah, you can go two further squares down, and then you will be flanking.
Yes, flanking. We are
With
flanking.
Feral
him.
queens.
With me.
It's pronounced May.
Come on, come on, come on.
It's a
Oh,
me.
13
It's a me, Mario.
It's a May,
does not
Mario.
hit.
You know, Mario from Essex.
Would you
With
get
flanking,
under?
is that advantage or is that
Yeah.
just?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, that's advantage. So yeah,
Oh,
roll
roll
twice.
again.
Take the high.
Oh, right. Okay, so not great.
Okay. So you miss.
Doesn't hit.
Uh, okay. That takes it to Thaddeus.
Oh. He's going to do a rinse and repeat of the Eldritch Blast once again. Hopefully it hits. I've had 3 turns. I've done fuck all. Let's give it a go.
Please, no damage.
That was nearly a nat 20 as well. 15. Nothing, is it?
Yeah, that just not hit. No.
You little bitch.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shove him again as a telekinetic.
Yeah, go for it.
Shoves him onto Calvera.
See ya.
The strength check again.
Knocks
Yeah.
him prone.
He passes this time.
Okay, cool. That's actually a good shout. If I pushed him into Calvert's space, could he trip over his body in full prone?
Maybe.
Do that with that
Maybe.
thing where you know someone
Alright.
you know, crouches underneath someone, then you shove them over.
Is that it for Thaddeus?
Yeah, that is everything.
Okay. Elliot, do you have a physical die with you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Roll that death
I'm
save. DM me the result.
Yeah.
I hate this. I hate this. I really hate this.
I love it.
I love it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the tension of only the player and me know
Yeah.
what happened.
Because I feel like
It's like
one of the
such-
I mean,
worst
I'll think of
things,
that 20.
like
Okay.
one of the worst things is if someone passes a bunch of death saves and then someone's like, oh yeah, like, you know, don't worry about this person because they're fine. But like in game itself,
it takes away some of that, like, you
yeah,
know,
Mhm.
potential.
because did they pass? Did they fail? Did they get a nat 1?
Exactly. Yeah.
Y'all don't know.
Did you hit a Did you hit an artery? Is it
So
just a
comes-
flesh wound?
It comes to him, and at first he's gonna turn around and swing back behind him at Aoife.
Okay.
I almost crit you there. I didn't, but I almost did. Does a 30 hit? I know it hits. I just love asking. Does a 30 hit?
Dirty.
It brings me great satisfaction. I rolled okay. How much HP do you have?
I have 27 right now.
Okay, you take 19, 15 points of slashing, 4 points of radiant. And then he's gonna turn back to May. He kind of just with one foot like kicks and shoves the crumpled over Calvert to the side. He's gonna step over. Will proc an opportunity attack if you want to take it,
Yes, I would.
Chloe.
Please.
So is that
Want to take
Oh,
the
okay.
attack?
He's just like shoving you. You're not
Okay,
taking
so
damage or
it
anything.
won't proc May's Sentinel?
No.
No, because
Okay,
it's not
cool.
an attack. Yeah,
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
but it will proc opportunity for Aoife.
Okay.
Okay. This is Scorching Ray time. We've
Yes.
done this before. We're gonna do it again.
Can you opportunity
Your
attack with a
Warcaster.
spell?
Do you have Warcaster?
No, I do not. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, do
you
I?
need that.
Hold up.
Just
No,
yeah,
I only
double
have
check.
the tough
Yeah,
Okay, I can still do the
yeah, the long tooth.
long tooth or the stabby stab.
Mhm.
Um,
Num nums.
Yeah, the num-nums. That's actually a good question. How come when you're shifted, you only have like a wee elongated? Why don't you have a bite attack?
I think it's
I think
because
that might
like
be- I
it's
think
it's
that
only a
is right.
slight change in your appearance rather than like a full animal change. But like if you flavor it like that, then
Okay.
For flavor wise, it could
yeah.
be a bite. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, it does say long tooth in the name, so I'm like, long
Not big
tooth.
teeth.
So I'm assuming a 16
One.
doesn't hit.
Just
No.
one
It's
tooth.
one.
No.
Singular.
And it's a little bit off center as well. Just like.
One
So
got
he's
knocked out as
gonna
a kid.
step forward
Yeah.
to May, fury burning in his eyes. He's gonna take his 2 remaining attacks at May. A 26 hits
Yeah.
for the first one.
Yeah.
That's going to be 12 slashing, 6 radiant.
So 12 total because you have the slashing.
Yep.
So 12
So,
total.
yeah, 12 total.
Cool.
Second attack. Does a 15 hit?
My armor class is 15.
So it does not hit. Okay.
Cool.
That's it for him.
Cool. I believe that's my turn.
My
Yeah.
turn.
My turn. Ooh, actually, you should have been rolling those with advantage if you didn't. I remember I rolled with reckless
Oh.
last turn.
Yeah, let me just for fun. No, that still misses for the one
Okay.
that missed.
Cool. So okay, we're again recklessing this shit. 20. For
Yes.
get fucked, you little bitch. Sorry. And then I'll roll the bonus action. Not as hot. It's a 13, so you know we live with what we have.
But you got that crit.
I did get that crit, so that's basically like I hit with
Do you
the
want
bonus
to
action
use
as well.
any of your charges?
It would be nice to get some HP back, so yeah, I will do that with some of.
This
Yeah.
guy is looking like he's he's fucked up right now. You know.
He needs
So
a
with
nappy
a
nap.
crit on it, you.
I kind of wanting to save the charges for dying later, or potentially for rages later. So I'll hold out from the charge for that. But we'll just go in for that. So +5, so that's a 6 on the die, so that becomes a 12, that becomes a 17, and that becomes a 19 with a +2 from rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we add the 1d6. That's a 4. That becomes an 8, which becomes a 9. So that's 28 points of damage altogether.
Okay. Lucas.
He's still-
up, yeah.
Fuck.
He is like on his last leg. But he's still up.
My
Lucas,
fucking
you
god.
roll a death
He's lost the
saving
leg.
throw for me.
Let's go.
Okay. Aoife.
All right.
Kill this dude. Fuck him up.
Okay. So let me just get comfy. Okay. So he's done quite well on saving throws before, but I think we're dire times, and I've never actually cast this before, so I want to see how it works. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
So that's an intelligence saving throw.
He fails.
One of my favourite spells.
Right.
I
On a
remember.
failed save, the target takes 3d6 psychic damage and can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn.
Roll damage.
Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, action, or bonus action, but it only gets one of the 3. And I'll roll damage. slay. That was a 13.
How do you do this?
I'm trying to think how to flavor this because I'm currently
Yeah.
in big doggo mode.
Yeah.
The dog reading a book. Hello.
Like that bit in Shrek where the guy opens the curtain and the wolf's just in the bed reading the book.
What?
What? No. I think she gets really angry and kind of opens her mouth to kind of bark the incantation out as she casts and kind of lurches forward and casts Tasha's Mind Whip. It grabs a hold of him, almost as if there's a psychic force holding him in place, and it just kind of, he seems to try and fight it at first, as he gets crushed by the psychic force into a little pretzel on the floor.
Right.
Little pretzel boy.
Little pretzel boy. Try and hurt our friends now, you little fuck.
Our friends are dying.
Yeah, we should probably help.
Yeah, they're probably
so
not,
his body crumples to the ground, crooked and bent, lifelessly. And we are out of initiative.
I'm immediately gonna go to Calvert and see if I can stabilize them.
I'm gonna go
As
to
you kneel
Calvert.
down besides Calvert to
You're
start to
fucking
tend to
kidding.
his wounds, you notice your friend lies on the ground lifelessly before you.
Are
What
you
the
having a
fuck?
fucking laugh?
What the fuck? No!
And none of us have a Revivify, we're fucked.
No, we're
No,
not,
it's
we're not at the high enough
fine.
level yet.
No.
Founder of the book club will live on in memory.
Fuck.
Elliot, can you come into Whispers with me really quick?
Yes. We have to leave this chat. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, just bear with us a
Sorry
moment, because we got a couple people out, so we will be a bit odd with the format, but there'll be like just a little bit, so we're all good.
So you're gonna have to
I
roll
rolled
up a new die.
1 and then a 6.
That's so mad. That's so unlucky.
Fuck.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I should have spent those charges and got the extra damage. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
Have you got a new wee person to roll up?
I'm probably gonna sit with it. If I need,
Okay.
like, you know,
Yeah.
maybe a healer.
Um,
Maybe
Learn from thy
Maybe a
mistakes. Man, that's mad.
How are you
That
feeling?
that's a shame because I was feeling a friendship between
no.
Calvert and
same.
Thaddeus.
How are you
Hmm.
feeling?
Maybe these whispers will be like, I don't know.
He lives.
She believed he lied. Beef. I don't know.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
That's rough.
This is
Session
very me
2.
though.
Honestly, it fucking is
For
genuinely.
audience, I have a curse. Every single time I'm a player in a campaign, I always roll the worst death saves.
Yeah, genuinely you do.
I like to
Genuinely
play
you do.
wizards, and I really shouldn't anymore.
Learn from your mistakes.
Wizards are
But I
so
also
good
think
though.
it just might be my dice. I know. I love them so much.
Like they have the best spell list in the entire game, and Scribe's
Yeah.
Wizard is even better because you can change
I
the
know.
damage type. That's
I
so
like the little
unlucky.
Psionic sphere.
Yeah.
The fairy come dice just do not do you good. They never
I know,
roll
but, like,
well.
They're so pretty.
Yeah,
But they never
I-
roll well.
Um,
They never do. They
Beauty
never
is in
as
the eye of the
you-
beholder.
continuing on, as you all gather around to realize that Calvert has passed away, Calvis, you just with a sudden bolt of energy, sit bolt upright. You are back up at 1 HP. The words still echoing in your ears as you feel that cold embrace depart. And what do you do?
So Calvis just sits up and he just coughs and he coughs out these little snowflakes.
Oh.
And he just looks at the body. Can I roll a perception check if I see anything
Yeah,
resembling?
you see like a pouch on his belt. It's fallen open a little bit, and you see that faint purple glow coming from it.
He just frantically just goes towards it and just grabs it, takes a look at it.
Yeah. You pick it
Looks
up,
at
and as you hold it in your hand,
cover.
you feel almost a sensation of cold fingers trailing down your arm that holds it, and they wrap around the back of your fingers, and then suddenly the crystal vanishes. But Calvert, you suddenly come back to life, feeling very, very cold and very, very tired.
The
You were
fuck?
dead.
What the fuck happened?
Hold on.
You know,
What was it like?
A blanket. I don't want. What?
Hold on.
What is like what?
This is not over yet.
Mhm.
How are you feeling?
What the hell did you do?
What the how
May
did
just kind of like wraps around the back of you and just kind of like hugs you, and you can feel like this intense warmth coming from inside of her towards you as she's just like holding you tight.
this is nice.
It's like a back radiator, but like uncomfortably warm.
We've only just got on
Right.
first name basis.
Yeah, this is get off me now, please.
How fair? How fair?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Like I need a minute to just think.
Yeah, that's cool.
I-
Take as long as you need.
Contemplate my own mortality and maybe
Right.
yeah,
This
I
was
think I want to see what this guy had, and maybe that'll help.
I've seen some weird things in my time. What the hell did you do? He speaks to Calvis.
Exactly.
So, Cal, I didn't hear the ending.
What the hell did you do?
Who's this directed to?
Calvis.
Calvert
Big
or
boy.
Calvis?
Big
boy.
Yeah,
Big
it
boy.
keeps cutting out the end. It keeps cutting out the end.
Oh, here's Cal.
Cal.
I agreed. I saw her.
Or who?
Easy.
I heard her. I haven't heard her in ages.
Who's
On X.
Yeah, name.
Anyway,
This
what
isn't
matters
an
is.
anyway.
No, I know.
It would make me feel so much better if we knew who you were talking about.
Honestly, I think you would feel better if you know what's about to happen next, because you're not fully alive yet.
Okay, this is
Need the
making
rest.
no sense.
The rest of. No, trust me, it does. We need the rest of the mithrite. It's. I promise you, it's. The Queen has promised. With the mithrite, she'd bring you back for some reason.
Queen.
And he
Queen
had.
who?
You know of the Feywild? You heard of it?
Yes.
So I'll say, Calvert, you would have heard of it. Thaddeus, you would have heard of it. Calvert would have heard of it in the context of like, oh yes, theoretically there are other dimensions parallel to our, like that sort of thing. Whereas Thaddeus, you would have seen more of like records, like ancient records accounting like interactions with the Fae. Aoife and May, this is like fairy tale land, like make believe stories you tell children to keep them from like doing, like that sort of stuff. Is y'all's like relative perspective for
Would
this?
May remember anything from back when she was back home in regards to the Feywild? Back when she was
Yeah, I mean, it's still just kind of like a weird, like, some people believe in it, some people don't. It's like
Mhm.
it's like how, I don't know, this might be a very American thing, but it's like people who claim to have been like abducted by aliens. It's like
Mhm.
that same
Mm,
attitude
mhm.
for people who say they've like interacted with Fae.
Mhm.
The Feywild's just sort of a theoretical concept, is it not? Like the whole theory of there's more forms of existence out there.
For you, perhaps it is theoretical. For me, it is very much reality.
I've read of some ancient sightings of the Fae, but I wasn't sure that a realm exists where they all are.
Oh. Sorry, my froze. But yeah, for me, it's very much reality. I didn't hear what you said because it cut out. It's
So you're saying this queen is from the Feywild, and she just magically can bring people back from the dead,
That's a bit
and
concerning.
I'm not
oh,
fully alive?
oh, you're alive, aren't you? You're
Well,
breathing.
You just said he
weren't.
wasn't fully alive.
Yeah, you said I'm not fully alive. So I'm not fully
No.
dead. Am I sort of
I
like in
don't-
a
I've not
liminal
experienced-
state of existence, and sort of I can see ghosts now, and I'm gonna have a really good job as a detective and solving murder cases. Never mind, it's like a book I read. Right.
Well,
So
the problem is, I have only truly interacted with her before, like once, and I made a promise. And now she promised me something. And she said she would bring you back. If we
why?
brought her the mithrite.
Oh, that's...
God knows.
No
All the
offense
myths
to
camp.
Calvert at all, but what's the importance of him coming back to this queen of yours?
Also, my life
wonder
cannot be
that's-
equated to that amount of mithrite.
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense.
What the fuck is special about you?
Oh, thank you.
I was putting it lightly,
Yeah.
but sure.
No, that was. I'm sorry, that sounded maybe a bit harsh. It's the accent. What?
Pretty harsh, actually.
His parents
What's-
probably
what-
said the same thing.
No,
No.
that's me. Alright. No, genuinely. Have you ever been to the Feywild?
I don't think so.
No, I've not been myself.
Perhaps. Oh. Maybe. Maybe it's not you who matters. Maybe
Well,
it's
that's nice.
a bargain.
Really just kicking me while I'm down.
Maybe we should
Signal
just.
of mixed
I am-
signals. It's like, you died, I've got
sincerely
you back, but you're
apologize.
worthless.
There's not much use in speculation.
I'm
I-
sorry.
I have found in my studies.
So
We
this
probably
queen
should just move on.
Well, let's quickly look. this
Yeah,
up.
probably, but we
also,
should.
This
if you
queen
want to-
just wants all the mithrite in the camp, or just the rest of what's on him?
I think it's the rest of
No,
them.
no, no, no.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did specify to you, Calvis, that it was the stockpile back at camp.
Yeah.
There's no like negotiating of like if we can get some of it or like a little bit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me
Set
get
the
this straight.
stockpile.
Let me get this straight. Queen Fairy from Fairyland brought back Calver in exchange for Mithrite at the camp. And we're going to get that to her how? Is she just going to magic it away? Is she going to leave a glass slipper?
Calvis just looks at his hand and what just happened with how the mithrite just disappeared in his fingers. And he says, I assume she knows how she'll acquire it, it seems like.
Well, if she can acquire it, why
Never
can't she just
experienced it.
grab it from the camp herself?
That, but also I just want to say this just proves to all of you guys that Mithrite's pretty fucking powerful, and I was right. But also, yeah, it doesn't make sense. It seems like she just brought me back as like not blackmail. What's the word? A
No,
bargaining
no,
chip.
exactly, a bargain.
Yeah.
You're a bargain.
It was kind of a bargain that was.
I know you
without
don't mean it
choice.
as an insulting way, but it really feels like you're judging my character so much.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You're likable, don't worry.
Likeable. I think I'm a catch, really, but you know, it doesn't matter.
You did
Sure,
catch that guy's
fine, we'll
sword
go
quite
with
often.
Even death doesn't
Right
want
to the
me.
face. Right to the face.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think this is what important right now.
Yes,
We have to go
Calvert,
back
your
to
resurrection is not important right now. We should move on.
Yes, checking if her friend is
Thaddeus.
okay after
I was
dying.
just clarifying on what you said.
I was
Can
rather
I pat
meaning
them
that we were
corpse?
getting sidetracked.
Yes, we should.
We have a lot to do.
Was this the guy who put up the wall of force?
This was Mr. Fancy Pants that I thought we were leaving alive, but
I think that perhaps we should we should check if the wall of force is still there after we killed this guy.
Question:
Eva, what
Did,
would you like to
did
say?
Mr. Oh, sorry, Aoife.
Aoife
I
was
didn't
first.
see. I didn't see the hand up.
I'm sorry, I'm so direct.
It's okay. Aoife is gonna, while you guys are like talking about what the plan is gonna be, she's gonna pad over to where the corpse is, the little pretzel, and going with, in her head, they're still going with the plan that they went with before. So, with her paws, you hear this really gross ripping sound from behind you.
Oh no.
As Aoife stands with the guy's head in her hands, body on the floor.
Are
we-
we doing my plan as well?
Damn it.
wait, remind me of the plan. Why are we decapitating the man?
No, because we're gonna throw it. We're gonna throw it at the camp, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
When did we decide this was the plan?
As Aoife does that, because like Thaddeus is like, I have something. I have a new page that I have uncovered. I can speak to this guy whilst he's dead, and then you just hear the rip, and he's like, fuck.
You could try it.
No, no,
think
no.
we could still do
I
it.
think
It
that
just
still
needs a
would
mouth.
work. That would still work. If it can be like a skeleton, it should still work.
Did the
Try.
guy see me?
How can we talk to this person? Yeah, you might know what you might want
Yeah.
to look a bit different.
I mean, you were kind of distant, so not well.
I'm going to thaumaturgy my eyes to be red. No, not red. Green instead of hazel. Because, you know, he might have just been looking into my eyes. Who knows?
Can I use prestidigitation? I don't know if this is like very stringent on what you can do. Can I just give him like a mohawk? Like just put all of his hair up like that?
Sure.
This will go back, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Alright.
And he opens his book, and there's like a very specific incantation. I had the translator up before. Where is it?
Goes to his index to look at the translation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aoife's got the head in her hands. So when the skull talks, because I don't have a skull prop,
Please.
So I'm at the ready.
So the language in my mind in which this is read in is like deep speech, which is a language that Thaddeus can speak. I was practicing this earlier and it really hurt my throat, but I'm going to give it a go. So he looks at like I think it's page 6, and he's like Lila Maligna as he casts Speak with Dead.
And what happened is these black tentacles shoot out from the book and they lash out at the corpse, and the skull, kind of the head, snatching it out of Aoife's hands. And the body crunches and snaps and twists back into its normal shape, and one of the tentacles holds the head in place, and they kind of hold it up like marionette strings as it sits there just kind of ready to talk.
Oh, lovely.
We're here.
Behind its vision, we're behind the corpse.
Yeah.
I'm still doing the thing, by the way, even if I'm not holding the
that's fair.
skull anymore.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to, because Aoife still has the branch.
Yeah.
May's going to telepathically say to you, "Alright, so what do we ask this thing?"
But no, I've never spoke to a dead person before. If I could, I would have spoke to my grandma.
Where's your grandma?
I'm
She's
going to
dead.
minor illusion. Okay. Can I minor illusion behind Thaddeus? Well, not behind Thaddeus, sorry, behind the corpse where Thaddeus is looking. Just ask his name.
That was going to be my first question, to be fair. What is your name?
Oh my lord. Sorry, my headphones are yelling at me that the battery is low.
No worries.
The Bluetooth device.
Hold on, I gotta pull up. I don't know why I forgot to have my notes pulled up for this guy. One
It's okay.
second. He is a half elf, by the way.
Cool. Most of them are like human and half elves, aren't they?
Yeah,
Mm.
the bulk of this group specifically.
Yeah.
Where are you? His name is Ryphon.
Ryphon. And what is your rank?
Captain.
Where are the prisoners held in your camp?
In the town.
Be more specific. He's
No,
not saying
no,
this.
no, no.
He's not saying this. I can't say anything. When you don't hear the accent, I'm not actually saying it.
Do you have a secret way through the Wall of Force?
I hear you.
Not a secret way. A pretty mundane way. It's just open at the front. One more question.
Mm-hmm. How did you know that we were in the woods?
An informant amongst your numbers. We've been preparing for some time to capture And with that, the spell fades away, and the corpse falls back into a mushy pile on the ground.
It's so nice he decided to answer the last one.
It is.
It was very
Um,
pleasant.
Dips on the head.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Casted what?
Detect Magic.
Nothing coming off the body, if that's what you're looking for.
The sword.
The sword's all like crumple smashed from getting pretzelfied.
Alright.
But no, there was nothing. It's a mundane sword, as far as you
Bro's
can
just
tell.
built different.
Yes.
Is there gold?
Make an investigation check if you want to loot.
Was there no mithrite left over on him?
There was just like the
No.
one like
That.
little bigger than fist-sized shard he had that Calvis took out and then was taken.
I got a 14.
You find 36 gold pieces.
Cool. Pretty cool. Pretty hot. Pretty sexy.
I do
So-
think this is a good spot to end. So unless there's anything else y'all would like to settle really quickly.
What would my HP be right now? One.
You'd be at 1. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
RP thing.
Yeah.
I think after kind of they're discussing about what to do and they're kind of taking a minute to get their breaths, Aoife gives Calver a hug. Big wolfy hug, but still a hug.
Oh, what the fuck? Why are you hugging me? Or are you about to eat me?
No, why would I eat you? You were
I don't know,
You
I
were
look
dead.
delectable.
like the first friend I've ever had.
I'm your friend?
We're book club. We're the book club. You're like the
Friend
first
then
friend I've ever
friend.
had, and you died, and you were on the ground.
You insulted
But
him
you're-
when he invited you to the book club.
Oh,
Yeah, well, guess what? Things change.
I guess.
Kinda insulted everybody.
Everyone's insulted me. You're right.
I haven't insulted you.
Everyone
Insulted
but
you.
May has been the only one to not insult.
I haven't
me.
insulted you.
I feel like you insulted me.
No,
don't
I
know.
What did
would-
I
It
say?
just feels like you're...
I,
Okay, well, it felt like it.
I am a fellow member of
Oh,
book
don't
club.
worry.
Okay, well, book club.
Don't worry. You're
Always.
very appreciated over here.
You could have fooled me. Thought
Do you
it
want to like go
just felt
now?
like I was with.
I don't know. I don't know how
yeah,
long hugging's
okay.
supposed to go on for.
Yeah, it really isn't really said, is it? It's just sort. I'll let go now. It feels a bit awkward now that you mentioned it. Yeah,
That was a long hug.
yeah. I needed it.
I don't know. I'm not used to hugging people. I don't know.
You still in wolf form?
Yeah. I'm not used to
It's just
hugging
big,
people.
furry.
It's like a big
It was
dog
nice,
giving
it
you a
was nice.
hug.
It's like getting
A
hugged
bloody
by,
dog,
like,
but
Yeah,
like.
just
blanket.
blood within all the fur.
I definitely prestidigitated you during the hug, so you're welcome.
Not bloody dog.
You just puffed out like the dogs after the hair dry.
Mhm.
Like,
Fluffy.
All right. I think we're gonna end it there for this week. So, thanks everyone.
Yeah, and a big thank you to our dungeon master, Alex. Second session, and I think I can speak for us all that we really enjoyed it.
All right, and yeah, thanks to
Thank you.
Lucas, Robyn,
Yes.
Kieran, and Elliot. Fantastic players.
If you would like to. Are we streaming next week?
So next week we're doing session 0
Mhm.
for Drakkenheim, which Kieran
Yes.
is running. So we won't be streaming next week. But week after next, we'll be back with session 3 of this campaign, and the week after that will be session 1 of Dungeons and Dragonheim. So if you'd like to tune in for that, that'll be November 1st. Will be session 1 for Dragonheim.
Yeah.
We have a Drakenheim fan in the chat.
Guys,
Oh, do we? That's cute.
Yes, yes. Have that shirt as well.
Alright. Yeah, so, or you can find all previous episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/powerwordquest.
And we also have the campaign as an audio-only podcast. You can find us on Spotify and Google Play.
That's it from this week. We will see you in the next session.